Started.
Okay.
Yes. Hello there, everyone. Hello. Welcome. I think I'm gonna actually start. I finally came up with an original name for this interview slash talk show I host. I might call it "What's Your Genesis?" because Genesis means like origin, the creation. So it's like I'm basically asking people, "What's your origin?" And I think that'd be a cool name for the talk show. What's your Genesis?
I think that's pretty cool, if you ask me.
I think it could be a fun little thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
how are you doing though today,
Hello.
Rin?
I'm doing fine. It's 7:11 a.m. for me, so it's quite early, but other than that, it's all fantastic.
I am very sorry about delaying
It's all
this.
good. It's all good. Time zones suck. That's unfortunately something we have to deal with, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, and also what sucks is having a very late day at work that
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately took longer than expected. Also, give me one sec. I've just noticed that my model. Yeah, my model's having a little bit of issue. Give me one sec. I'm gonna go to BRB while I
Alright,
fix
of
that.
course. Of
Uh,
course.
I mean, that's just for chat. I gotta fix that. Oh, Rosie, hello there. Hello.
Hi, Rosie.
Glad to have you here. Glad to have you. I just gotta quickly fix my model. Bow. Okay, we're good. Okay, now I can go back to the interview. Oh, I just shrunk myself. I'm much smaller now for no good reason.
Oh my, really?
Yeah. I don't know why. Here, I'll increase my size to match yours.
Okay.
Oh man, Rosie is Aqua. Gotcha. But yeah. So, like, why don't you tell the stream a little bit about yourself? Like, what you do as a VTuber and, a little bit about who you are.
Okay, I'm gonna start with introducing myself. And first of all, hello everyone. I am Kimura Rin. People usually call me Rin, Rin-chan, Rin-san, Rin-Rin, One-san, Miss Kim, Miss Kimura, Mommy. Don't call me Mommy, please. I really don't like that, but people call me that. But yeah, I usually go by Rin since it's shorter and it's easier, and I just love it better. But I have been streaming for the past 9 months. I've started my journey around July, I would say, July of 2022. And I have been streaming on Twitch exclusively for a while. And it's been such an amazing time, I'd say. And I am currently a variety streamer, meaning that I just stream what I want and sometimes when I want, I'd say. But my current content is mostly focused on gaming. I play lots of single player games. I recently repicked Final Fantasy XIV, which I was playing until a few minutes ago. And
Yeah.
other than that, I am also doing some art streams here and there. I try to learn Live 2D, and yeah, I've been having fun basically. It's just me, my community, and we're just like talking and having an amazing time.
Nice. Very nice. So you've only been streaming for 9 months?
Yeah, exactly. Is it 9 though? Let me July. Hang on. Which day was it? It was either the 15th or the 14th. I still cannot remember my anniversary date. Like, I am such a failure on that topic. But, like, my God. So, okay, let's see.
Yo,
July, August, September, October, November, December, January,
Yo,
February. Yeah,
Fexy,
it's
how
like
you
8 or 9
doing?
months, I'd
Glad to
say.
have you
Yeah.
here.
Maybe a little less than that. But yeah, it's less than a year, I'd say. Yeah, it's less than a year.
So you're very new to the consecration scene
Yeah,
then.
I am. I am incredibly new.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean I can't say I'm like one of the skilled, but I've been around since like 2015 in terms of
Oh
doing
my
YouTube.
God.
Yeah, I've been on and off been trying to be a content creator for almost 8 years now.
Oh my God. Happy 8 years.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be 8 years in. Let me check when I created my YouTube channel real quick because I know I can check that real quickly. Let me go like this. Go to YouTube. Go to my channel. I'll give you a accurate estimation of what
Okay.
it'll be. I created my YouTube channel on May 2nd, 2015.
My God, it's been a long time.
Yeah, and sadly, most of the old videos aren't there anymore because a friend convinced me
Uh,
to delete anything before 2018.
oh, that's sad. That's not cool.
Well, no. It's not. It's my fault more for choosing to go through with it. I should have just unlisted them all. I just wasn't happy with them
Yeah.
anymore.
You don't have the backups, do you? Oh, my model. I'm so sorry.
No problem. No problem. Oh man. Yeah, no. Like And then I started Twitch, I think, in 2018. So it's been like
That's pretty
five,
cool.
4 or 5 years on Twitch, something like that. Yeah, I like both platforms for both for like both their reasons. I also have my gripes with both platforms.
Oh,
um,
really? I'll be honest, I have never streamed on YouTube, mostly because I really don't know how to. Because, like, when it comes to streaming, people usually prefer to go to Twitch, right? For example,
yeah.
like, for mostly gaming content and, like, IRL contents, which I tend to do, I guess. Not IRL, but, like, just talking or, like, art sections. I don't know how people get their community on YouTube. I really want to learn that too, as well. If I'm not mistaken, I also have the right to stream on YouTube as well as like an affiliate because
Yeah, yeah.
back then it wasn't possible.
Well, the only rule that has always existed, because you could always stream on YouTube and Twitch. You can. I
Hmm.
don't know about when you become a partner, but I think you're fine because almost said small ant. Point Crow,
It's so
he's
good. I'm a small streamer, please.
Point Crow is a partnered Twitch streamer, but he also does stream once a week on YouTube.
Oh, I
Um,
see. Interesting.
so you can stream on both. The only rule is you can't stream on both at the same time. So you can't like
Oh, I
be
did not know that.
you can't be like, okay, I'm going to use an app to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. You're not allowed to do that.
I don't even know if that's possible to begin with. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, but as I guess people I even know some friends who do it, and one of these days they're going to get in trouble.
Oh, I see, I see. Be safe out there, people, please.
It's literally against Twitch TOS. It's not against YouTube. It's
Oh.
Twitch who cares. Twitch is like, you're doing this? No.
No, no, you cannot.
Because YouTube doesn't really, I don't think YouTube really views Twitch as a competitor yet, but Twitch definitely
Yeah.
views YouTube as a competitor.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I think that's true. Yeah, like Twitch has been losing its popularity, I would say, amongst the streamers and the watchers as well, since they came up
Ads.
with so many different ways of just like messing around with both of those people basically. And yes, ads are the main problem basically. But yeah, it has been problematic. Luckily for me, I started at a point where I wasn't that much affected because I know a lot of people were affected by this so much more than comparing to what I've been going through. Like, for example, new partners are getting the same paychecks basically from Twitch as like affiliates does. So it's like currently
Yep.
new partners are getting 50-50 and affiliates are also getting 50-50. So like there is literally zero reason for you to become a Twitch partner anymore. Like there is
Oh,
literally
yeah.
absolutely zero reason. Like
No.
being an affiliate is just as the same, minus the title, I guess. And if you care about titles, okay, aim for that. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna, chill
Yeah.
here and hang out in my community.
You want to know, one thing that I think that Twitch really needs to implement
What?
that YouTube has always had since day one with YouTube live streams. Want to know one thing you can do with a YouTube live stream that you can't do on Twitch? You can
Hmm.
rewind it.
Oh yeah.
You can
Like,
rewind a YouTube live stream.
yes, I cannot tell you how many times I've missed something from one of my friends. For example, I was watching a friend stream today, and like
Yo, Flip, how
I
you doing, my
wasn't
man?
able
Hope
to
you're doing good.
understand
I'm
something
excited
they said.
for
The
Monday.
only thing for me to just like understand what they said is to create a clip of that point, which, if you ask me, is a lot of work. Like
Yep.
you can just like press the players. What should we call? What is that called? Like the bar, like the player bar, I guess.
Yeah, the
Does that
player
make
bar.
sense?
Yeah, I think that's what it's
Yeah,
called. The
yeah, yeah,
playback
yeah,
bar, or whatever it's called.
yeah, yeah, playback bar. Yeah, exactly. Let's call it that.
You can
So you can
rewind
just
it by
like
a few
press that. Yeah,
seconds.
exactly. And
And
it's
then
just like
when you catch it, and then once you
amazing.
watch it, you're like, oh, okay, now I can go back to watching it live
Yeah. Yeah,
with
exactly,
just a click of a
exactly.
button. It's so nice. And the thing is,
Yeah.
it's like I think that's why everyone in my community, because I have a section on my Discord server now where I
Hmm.
ask people, okay, where do you want me to stream what game or type of stream? It's like, where do you want me to do just chatting streams, or where do you want me to stream Minecraft, or where do you want me to stream this? One of them I did was like, where do you want me to do VTuber Smash or Pass challenges or something like that?
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone said YouTube, and the reason they said YouTube is because they can rewind it.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty cool when it comes to YouTube that on that point. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic actually.
Yeah. Also, issue with Twitch, by the way, and I've heard this is also an issue for Twitch partners. You can only stream to Twitch at 6,000 kilobytes per second. That's it. Um,
Yeah, I guess that's the point. Yeah, hang on. What was my settings on that? I'm streaming at 5K if I'm not mistaken, due to mainly because like my computer is mid to high tier, I would say. Like it's not perfect, but like for me it's just perfect. It's my baby, you know? Like I
yeah.
love it so much. But of course, when it comes to like AAA games, for example, just recently, a few months ago, I was able to play Cyberpunk on stream, which I had so much fun. If you were to ask me, it was an amazing game. I loved it. It was just perfection. But during streams, my model would stutter a lot. Like, I already stutter a lot because I'm currently using my webcam because I do not have an iOS or like an iPhone basically because they're
Does
like
that make it better?
incredibly
Does that make it
expensive.
better using iPhone?
iPhone is just like the best thing you can do for your model. So as I'm talking this
Because I
from
have an
like a
iPhone.
yeah, okay, so let me explain this from a rigorous perspective as well. Even though I'm new, I'm like totally into this rabbit hole, I'd say. So I know a few things here and there. So what iPhone has is something called their like Face ID system, and it basically shoots like little infrared dots on your face to scan the entire motion. So you can track your tongue movement. I don't know,
Oh,
like you can
really?
yeah, you can like if you rig that to your model, you can basically, like pop up your tongue and your model will recognize that and the same thing also happened on your model. What you can also do is like the cheek puff, people say like the type of expression. I don't have it on my model because I didn't rig it since I don't have an iPhone. But alongside with that, the tracking is just like fantastic. So for example, if you notice, I'm like blinking a lot, and that's due to mainly because webcam doesn't recognize my face. It's just like, oh, you know what, there's like a face like structure here, so I'm just gonna like put imaginary dots there. So if it like leaves the that part, basically I'm just gonna like imagine if it's like, oh, you know what, that's closed. So when I turn to my second monitor and I wink, it just feels like I'm winking instead of blinking. So yeah, that's an issue. Android has the worst of the worst, in my opinion. I use an Android as like my main phone, and it has like a terrible tracking. But webcam is so much better than my phone's tracking. So yeah, that's because of that I
I use
use my
webcam currently
webcam.
as well, but now that you've told me all
Yeah.
that, maybe I need to look into how I use my iPhone because
You should. So it's actually pretty easy. Like you only have the only thing you have to do is probably buy the VTube Studio to use it no, use it licensed, because if you start tracking with your phone, it's gonna allow you to just like track it for 5 minutes at a time, which
okay, do I have
is
to
a
buy it
pain in the
again? Because
ass.
I already bought it on Steam.
On PC, yeah, it's just a totally different license, so you have to buy that.
Okay, gotcha,
And
gotcha.
after that, I would probably re-rig your model for what we call the iPhone parameters, because it has a lot of parameters which allow your model to be more lifelike, I'd say. And it's just fantastic. Like it's easy to do, I'd say. So for example, I could probably like finish it in like a day or two, in my opinion. But like other than that, it's just easy if you ask me. But yeah, it's doable.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to look into that then, yeah.
Yeah, apparently a
Because
ton of people
yeah,
do.
when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
when it comes to VTube Studio, there are some games that just do not like having VTube Studio open while you play them.
Yeah, sadly
Like the new
no.
Dead Space. Like I've seen even big
Mhm.
VTubers have struggled with that
Yep,
game. Like
yep,
their
exactly.
models become a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, exactly. That was actually the case for me when I was playing Cyberpunk. Like, during the game, my model would stutter a lot, and the second I pressed escape, everything go back to normal.
Yeah, I
So
know.
that was an issue. That wasn't really a big issue. So you have VTube Studio open in the back. You have OBS also open in the back. If you have like stream overlays basically for like the little Pokemon models, like some people have, you have to open up another program for that already. Or if you have
Too
some
many
like
programs
redeems,
and your PC
yeah,
won't
for
like it.
example, I have this redeem. People can like redeem it with my channel points. For that, I have to use another program. So like that's in total of three programs I use. And if I were to use the overlay, that would also be the fourth program. Add that. add those to the list, and also add another AAA game to the list as well. Yeah, it's gonna like tire your PC up
Yeah.
pretty fast. So yeah, because of that, the models tend to look a little bit like PowerPoint presentation-esque, I'd say. But
Yep,
yeah,
yep. Which is
yeah,
funny
that's
because
true.
I wanted to like I want to do a whole bunch of unique content, and I think one of the things I want to do is get a bunch of VTubers to make a PowerPoint presentation like they're in school, and they have to
Mhm.
present like their PowerPoint presentation and
Yeah,
chat
I
and
saw
my
your tweet. Yeah, that looked
yeah.
so fun actually.
And then I want my chat to decide the winner, which of course will have every VTuber will be like, "Hey, our communities, go to Jen, vote on who you think should win."
Yeah, exactly. That's a pretty fun thing, actually. Like, everyone can just, like, basically talk about anything they
Oh
want. That would
yeah,
be so
and
fun.
I
That
could
would be
also
so
have
fun.
PowerPoint presentations that have themes. Like, okay, for this month's challenge, I want you guys to make a PowerPoint presentation on something to do with science. Find a science theme, and
Hmm.
you can give me. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be the science of a black hole or the science of a
Mhm.
vacuum.
I
Like
see, I
like an
see, I
act.
see.
Like I think it could be fun just having
Yeah, that
themes
could
as
be
well.
interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could see that.
I remember I once did a presentation in middle school about why cheetahs are the easiest big cat to domesticate.
Oh my God.
and
That's fun. I like cats, so yeah.
oh yeah, and it's just like basically like doing that research made me want to get a pet cheetah. Main reason I freaking did that is
Oh.
because I had watched I was really addicted in middle school to watching Animal Planet's Big
Oh
Cat Diaries.
yeah. I mean, it was pretty big in like maybe like 15-ish years ago, I'd say, because I remember watching it during my like high school and middle school years as well. So like it was pretty big
Oh,
around those like times, like
dude,
around the
I was started crying.
2000.
I
Yeah.
went to school once, and I was miserable. People like were asking what was wrong with me because I basically was acting like a family member died, and I was just like,
Oh my
and I was just
God.
like, oh no, it's because this baby cheetah named Toto died.
Oh, oh no. Oh no, that's so cool.
That was so sad. Like I think I got bullied for it for like a week after, but
Yeah, that's
oh
those people have no hearts. It's not you. It's not a you problem. It's a they problem, okay? Don't even worry about that.
yeah. Oh man, I realized I forgot. There's one question I forgot to ask you right at the freaking beginning, and I ask this for all my guests. But like, how are you doing today? How has your day or week been?
My week has been chaotic. So instead of, no, not instead of, but alongside with my VTubing journey, I'd say I'm also working as a full-timer. And I'm doing that as like a home office worker as well. So I'm dealing with a lot of people. I'm dealing with a lot of people that I really actually don't want to deal with because
Uh,
I mean, if you're an adult, and in my case, I'm a 28-year-old adult, by the way, like, I am old. Probably, like, I'm probably older than most of the VTubers, I'd say. Like, I
I
know a
know a
lot
lot
of
of
the
30-year
VTubers.
olds.
Really? I have never came across those. Like, all of the people I know are, like, less than 30 years old. The most, like, the oldest person I know is maybe like 29,
Yo,
was
Zhang, how
it?
you
Was he
doing?
29? He should be 29, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and he will like celebrate his birthday in a few months, so he's gonna go into the 30 zone basically. But
Oh,
yeah,
30 zone.
the 30s, the big 3 O's. Yeah. I'm like pretty close to that as well. And which means I have to work and I also have to like earn my money to basically fund my streams because if I don't have electricity or like if I don't pay my bills, it's just no, it's not gonna happen. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And because of that, it has been a little bit stressful, I would say, but my community was there for me. I love them so much. I love every single one of them, and I kind of talked to them about that. It was yesterday's stream, if I'm not mistaken, and they were all like, "Oh, you know what? If you want, take your time. It's all good. Like, just rest. Don't even
I
worry
feel
about stuff."
I
I
feel
love
you
them.
on that, especially as someone who
Yeah.
also works like I'm working full time. I mean I get 3 days off, but I'm working 4 10-hour shifts a week, and so it's
Yep.
like
Yep.
so I try to balance that. I am glad I had the energy for this stream. The thing is,
Yep. Exactly.
nice thing about the interview streams, it's just sitting down and chatting with somebody.
Yeah, it's not
So,
like that. Yeah, it's not just like, oh, you know what, we're just gonna like talk about stuff. No, like it also brings the mental toll. I'd say like every stream does because at the end of the day, you are there to just like do whatever you want, right? But you also have people that you should entertain because
oh
that
yeah.
separates from a streamer, from like a regular streamer, from a good streamer, in my opinion. And
Oh,
some
definitely.
days you just don't have the what should we call like the mental
The
strength, I would say.
mentality or the
Yeah,
mental
the
strength.
mentality. You some days it just happens. Like all of us have bad days. All of us are gonna have like good days at the end of it. Just stay positive, and if you want to rest, take some rest. No one's gonna blame you for that. That's just
Yeah.
my idea, if you ask me.
Flippin' Chat just said, the thing about streaming is it's still somewhat mentally taxing, and even getting other
Yep,
people involved already causes a ton of problems. It does.
exactly.
Like even today,
Exactly.
I was the problem. I.
No, you are not the problem. It's all good. Thanks to you, I was able to get to an amazing quest in Final Fantasy 14. So, like, thank you so much for that.
For delaying the stream by like two
Yeah,
hours or
exactly.
no, an
Exactly.
hour. Wait,
An hour.
yeah,
And it was an hour. It's all good. No one's gonna say anything about an hour.
yeah,
It's all
that's
good.
fair. I had to like kind of quickly make the thumbnail. I still think that like I mean, luckily making I'm getting really good at making thumbnails. If that
Yeah,
is
I saw
actually
that. It looked pretty good.
what I mean, that's literally one of the main reasons I went VTuber, and I know it's such a small reason. Like, unlike a lot of people are like, oh, I want to play a character. No, there's a reason my model's modeled after myself. I want to be myself. But no, the main reason I wanted to go
Yeah.
VTuber was because I'm like, being a VTuber would make making thumbnails so easy.
Yeah, that's also true. For me, I play somewhat between a character and myself. I try to keep my model and like my character basically as close to my real self as possible, alongside with some like a little lore here and there. But the lore part will come around July because I'm gonna toot my own horn here, I guess, or like a little what's it
Feel
called?
free
Like a
to humble
self-advertisement.
brag,
Yeah.
humble
Yeah,
brag,
yeah. Yeah.
self-advertise.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little self-advertising because of that, but around July, I'm gonna be having my anniversary subathon basically, or like a fullathon or
Hey,
anything like that, and I'm gonna release my new model, which is gonna be my technically 3.0, but as far as the live 2D models go, it's gonna be 2.0. So I'm gonna be releasing that with 4 new outfits, so it's gonna be awesome.
oh,
But yeah,
nice.
yeah, it's gonna be more lore related, I would say, alongside with some little surprises here and there, which if you want to see, you may have to wait a little bit longer because I am rigging my own model. It's so fun though, but like, oh my God, I
But it
have to
has to
go
be
back and
kind of
fix a
mentally
lot of
draining to
things.
do that.
It is. Like, I'm my own mama and my own papa at this point, so that means that I can do whatever I want with my own character.
I've met
But that
so many
also,
VTubers who do that, and I'm so
yeah.
jealous because it's like I have no skill in art, really. Like I mean,
Yeah, I have problems with arts basically, but live 2D part is just fantastically amazing. Like I cannot draw. I draw this model like this thing you see here, like somehow with some miracle I did that, but like when it comes to the rigging, which is the most fun part in my opinion. Like this model has doesn't have that much rigging, I would say, but I feel like it's gonna be some sort of like a journey that I can just like, increase my skill levels or just like teach myself a lot, which I already did a few things like how to do this or how can I add this to my model or how can I move this and something like that. So it has been amazing if you ask me. And if you have the time, I highly, highly recommend it. Like there are available free sources, as in
sadly,
like live 2D
time is the
model.
one thing I don't have.
Yeah, timing is a little issue. So for me, even though I technically speaking, like any adult, I hate my job. It's just,
Yep.
like the what should we call? Like it's the truth of reality. Like it's just a reality, right? And even though I hate my job, I am actually a little thankful, I would say, for my job because I have a lot of free time at my hands, which allows me to play games on the background if I don't have anything to do, or like, I don't know, watch some TV series, do some rigging, do some art, do anything basically. So, like, I'm pretty lucky when it comes to that. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, having 3 days off does give me a decent amount of free time, but even then,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I wish I had more. Like, for one, I wish I could reach out to all the people I've befriended over these past, like, 3 years, especially because these 3 years I've kind of popped off more as a content creator in a way. I mean,
That's
I'm,
awesome.
I wouldn't say, like, I'm exploding as big as some of my friends, because some of my friends are even doing the partner push right now, but,
Hmm.
meanwhile, I'm nowhere near that level. But
Yeah,
I've still managed to
I
get
can
my
imagine that. Yeah.
I've made some really cool friends. Like I think my friends list on Discord has like over 200 people. So
Yeah,
I've met
I
a
can
lot of
imagine that.
people.
That's
Um,
amazing though. Like, yeah, VTubing in that sense for me just allowed me to like met amazing people. Like, I have so many people I have met, even though like I say so many because like growing up I was okay, these are the dark times. I'm just gonna skip right past that real quickly. Growing up, I didn't have that much friends. I did a few really close friends, and I would still like give my life for them till this day, even though I don't talk to some of them because we just grew up, we just like kind of separated a long time, and it's just like some of them got married, some of them have jobs, some of them moved somewhere. So because of that, we don't see each other. But I still love them till this day. But when I say that, I meant about like numbers. I valued quality over quantity a lot growing up, and because of that I had like so little friends. But with this like VTubing journey, I'd say I met so many amazing people, which is amazing. Like I have never thought of just meeting such amazing, such talented, such incredible people, which was amazing.
oh yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
a comic in my chat just said he loves your eyes and how they
Oh,
look.
really? Really?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
your
thank
eyes
you,
look really
thank you.
cool.
I love them. I love them. These are actually from my Vroid model, not gonna lie.
Oh really?
Yeah, exactly. So back when I said I had like a Vroid model, I started with a
Oh
Vroid
yeah, I
model
saw
like
that originally when I was like first
yeah.
talking to you. Yeah, to your V-Roid
Yeah,
model, I think.
exactly. I started with a Vroid model like most of the VTubers have, and actually these were the irises I created there from like basically drawing in a few layers and just, calling it a day. So, yeah, these came with me, I would say, alongside with the tattoos too. So, like, that wasn't something new, I'd say. But yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah, those
yeah.
tattoos are cool. Is there any symbolism behind them?
Yes, there are. So if you ever dropped by my streams or if you saw me on Twitter talking about it, I am a huge Yakuza fan.
Oh,
Yakuza,
I
Yu
saw
Double
that.
Taco, or Like a Dragon series. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that recently, or at least I don't think it was
yeah,
Yakuza, but it was what
it
game
was
was it?
Yakuza. It was Like a Dragon Ishin. So they basically changed the franchise's name from Yakuza to Like a Dragon to cater more to the Western audience, I would say.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I freaking love that series. I have been hooked basically
I
for the
need to
past.
play it. I have Yakuza 0,
Please,
and
please play it. Please, please, please.
as long as my community
It's
wants to watch it, I'll play it.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's such an amazing action drama game with like some quirky moments here and there, which I really, really love because of that.
And
So
that's a koi
to
fish on your arm, right?
Yeah, that koi fish actually represents one of the characters from that, and the Hanya mask with the kitten beloved is actually representing one of the other characters from that game. So both of them are from Yakuza series, and if you play it, do let me know. You'll probably recognize these. I'd say
One of them key to
markings.
you or
I guess.
no?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Is one of them key to you, like the main character of Yakuza, or no?
Nope.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
Both of them actually, both of the tattoos, like neither of the tattoos are do belong to Kiryu, However, they do belong to people who are close to Kiryu. So if you were to play it, you would know who they
Ooh,
are.
okay. I definitely have to get into it because yeah, I
Yes,
love how
exactly.
chaotic and funny it looks. I want to play
Yeah,
it.
it is.
It's just I will say I tried streaming Yakuza 0 like probably about 6 months to a year ago, and nobody turned tuned in. So it's like
Oh, really?
so I played
I
it for
will
an
be there.
hour. I played it for
I
an
will be
hour and it
there.
just bummed me out.
Just let me know. I will be there. I am like for one of my friends basically said, "Oh, you know what, Rin, I want to play this like Yakuza series. Like, what do you recommend?" So I asked which of the games you played, and he said, "Oh, I played the seventh game to start with because the seventh game has a new protagonist, has
That's a
like
new
a
play
little bit."
style too, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's a turn-based game style instead of the beat 'em up type of game style, so it's just like totally different. So if you want to start it, you can. However, if you want to understand
I
more
want to play
about
in
the
a
Yakuza
chronological
lore,
order.
yeah, if you're gonna do that, start with zero. Start with
Yep.
zero, Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the current order.
Exactly. That's my plan. That's my plan.
Yep. And lore-wise, if you ask me, it makes perfect sense. Like starting from the zero, it makes so much sense. That's just my opinion.
Uh,
And while playing zero, you're gonna come across with one tiny side quest which may spoil a little bit of the details because the zero, like Yakuza Zero, came a few years later than the one through fifth, was it? It should be fifth. Yeah. So you're gonna like have a moment, oh, I don't know what she's talking about moment, and you're gonna understand what she actually meant by the games 4, 5, and 6.
Gotcha, gotcha. Also, it's
Yeah.
funny. Quizzy in my chat, first thing he says is, "I'm not gonna say woof out of respect, but I'm thinking it," and I think he's referring to you.
I mean, if you wanna woof, so just go and do it.
Oh my. Oh my.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
no, no,
so
it's
sorry.
fine. By the way, like you do have a very interesting accent. I don't think I've heard an
Thank
accent like this
you.
very often.
So okay, I'm Turkish actually. I am not.
Ah.
That's why I don't live in a country where English is the dominant language. So I learned English all by myself because our education system sucks. Like
Oh boy.
it's just terrible when it comes to foreign languages. It's just awful. So because of oh, I just saw the chat. She finna make me act up. I am so
Yeah.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh my God.
It's
I've
all good. If you want to act up, just act up.
bro, I
Like,
met
we're all degens here. No problem.
Oh yeah, I've met a lot of DJs recently, even some who have OnlyFans and Fanslies. I'm like,
Oh my.
my community is starting to like I'm letting in the wholesome and the degenerates. I'm like, everyone is welcome here.
Yeah,
Like it's Super
exactly.
Smash Brothers. Everybody is here.
What is here? Awesome. So, yeah, like I said, our education system sucks ass here, and because of that, I took the duty of learning English all by myself, which I was really fortunate to begin with because my mom is technically Swiss, but she is like also a Turkish citizen. Like she was born and raised in Switzerland, so she was able to just like have a lot of these languages under her belt when she returned to Turkey and married my dad and had me, blah, blah, blah. So when I was growing up, she tried to push me towards learning more languages because English was important back in the day. Like currently, it's not like it's still important, but like around like the beginning of 2000s, I'd say everyone was going crazy over learning English because everyone was aware that it's gonna be the like the lingua franca, so like the global language, basically, like the global common language, I'd say.
Gotcha.
So yeah, my mom also helped me a lot,
Well, yeah,
but
English is definitely becoming the world's like the most common language I think people are speaking nowadays.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. And after a while, my mom just kind of like grew tired of my questions. And every time I were to ask, like, "Oh, mom, what does this word mean?" And she would be like, "Go check your dictionary. I don't know. I don't care." Even though she knew, like, it was such a simple word. And she basically pushed me towards learning it more on my own, while
Yeah,
also,
nice.
yeah, she helped me with that a lot. So Mom, I know you're asleep right now, but thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. But yeah, she basically shaped my English language more alongside the years. And after that, I also picked up Japanese. as well.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, I also picked up that. And I actually have the certification for my N3 for the Japanese. So I'm basically
So
the
like
at the middle
multilingual,
tier.
trilingual.
Yeah, you can say that. I also, oh my God, this is not gonna end. I also graduated from Latin language and literature, so
Oh,
I also
Jesus.
have, I also have knowledge on Latin language and ancient Greek. So there you go. And because of that, my mind is just like fumbled with like a lot of words. But
That's
yeah,
freaking four languages, man. I struggle to learn any second language. I tried learning Spanish in high school and it was rough. Tried learning Japanese
yeah.
in college and it was very rough.
Yep, I
Um,
can imagine that. I can imagine that. Yeah, I mean, I was really interested in languages in general, so it kind of helped me shape what I want to know or like what I want to learn alongside the years. So that kind of costed me an accent, not gonna lie, but like other than that, it's just like it's been fantastic. But yeah.
oh man. Also, by the way, okay, let me go over some of the things that people said in the chat. For one, Flip said he thinks the accent is adorable.
Aw, thank you so much.
Quizzy said, I think the accent gives hot Onesan vibes, but that's just me.
あら、お姉さんか?
Oh my.
Like that.
Just ara ara.
あらあら。
And then let's see. And then Flip also said, "I speak monkey." Now that's how I run my Discord server.
Yeah, I speak monkey too. Ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ah. Yeah, like that.
Man, I don't have the energy to try and do a monkey, and if I did, I feel like I'd cringe at myself. Let's see. How one can hold
I
multiple
cannot
languages in
even.
their head? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I feel
how
like what
can one hold
helps.
multiple languages? Yeah, so
I
what
f-
happens at the end is you start one sentence and just like end it in a completely different language. So
oh
like for
God.
example, a few seconds ago when you said something, I told you anlamadım, which means I didn't understand in Turkish. And I quickly changed that to I'm sorry. Like it was just like a brief second, but like it was so hard. Like that happens. That actually happens a lot.
I've seen
Like
that happen with like Kiara from Hololive, like her, like, cause she knows
yeah.
English, Japanese, I think
Yeah.
German.
It's possible. It's possible. I don't know. I usually don't have time to just like watch streamers in general, so I'm not sure, so I'll take your word for that. But yeah, like the more languages you know, the more you're gonna confuse stuff, which is like it's bound to happen if you're not like what are those called? Like polyglots basically, since like I believe their brains are like all wired differently comparing to us, like
There's
they're
like
built different,
there's like
right?
one there's one streamer who literally just like he learns a new language every video he uploads. It's like
Oh
he
my
spends a
God.
week and within a week he already knows that basically how to speak
Yeah,
like
like
the
they are
language pretty
built different.
fluently.
Like, they're built different. I'm not like that. It's just my tastes, I'd say, or like my hobbies, my what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, like this is what happens when you know three languages. This is the mindset
Yeah,
basically. I
yeah.
can
Oh God, I can't even imagine. It's like you go, what word am I looking for? And you have to look through four different languages to get the word.
I cannot even remember the Turkish one, like my native language one. I cannot even remember that right now. Oh my God.
Oh
So
God.
yeah, basically what my skill sets allowed me and just like my hobbies allowed me to just like pursue these languages. For example, I started Latin because previously I studied biology while I was in university. So like during biology lessons, I came across like Latin a lot. So that kind of gave me the push to just like follow Latin language. And while I was there, they also said, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to learn ancient Greek as well because, they go hand in hand together in this type of voice as well." So yeah, I had to learn that as well. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna start learning another language, my number one tip would be number one, learn a language that you can practice a lot. So, for example, I cannot
In your
practice
every day-to-day
Japanese that much.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So, for
exactly.
example,
For me in Japanese, yeah, I since I don't I can't
yeah,
talk to anybody in Japanese, so it's like
yeah. exactly the same. Like
I
I
if I had a
basically
Japanese
have
friend, I could probably do it.
I have one friend who is Turkish, also my ex-boyfriend, by the way, and they speak Japanese. I actually kind of started Japanese thanks to them because they suggested, "Oh, you know what? We have this like course, so you can like just join if you want." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna." So thanks to them, I was able to join the classes and get to the point where I am at this point. And they also just recently recommended, "Oh, you know what, Rin? Like, if you want to practice, I will be here. Bless you." And if you want to just like talk to me, just say the word, we can just like change it to Japanese. Like it's all good. But like I cannot go to him and ask like, "Oh, you know what? Okay, it's time to practice now. Let's go." I cannot say that every day. I don't think that's appropriate. So if you have like a workspace or like a school environment that you can practice the language with like more than a few people, I'd say
Yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be better. And number two advice that I would give is just select the language that you want to talk, which is closer to your native language. And that kind of gives you the upper hand, in my opinion, to just like learn more about the languages. So, for example, if I were to say, if I was a native English speaker, or let's say if I was a native Italian speaker, I would be easily able to learn Latin, French, and Spanish, since all of those languages go back to one root, which is Latin. And it's just like it's gonna help you a lot. So if you are what should we call like an English speaker, I would probably maybe go for German. Even though they don't look alike, they have a lot of shared words
Yeah,
which will
German and
help you
Norwegian.
a lot. Yeah,
I've
exactly.
read that. I read it in a like a survey that honestly that Norwegian it would be like either Norwegian or Swedish, but I think it was Norwegian would be the easiest language for any English speaker to learn, just because like most of their words look and sound almost identical to
Hmm.
ours.
Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Like the
yeah, yeah,
word
yeah.
summer, I think is something very close in
Yeah,
Norwegian.
exactly. So if you don't want to struggle that much with the grammar rules or just like the basic, what should we call like pronunciation and stuff like that, going through a language that has similar rules to your native language will help you a lot. For example, for me, Turkish is a phonetically correct language, which means that we only have like specific one pronunciations for each letters. For example, to like elaborate that a little bit further, for example, in English, you pronounce the letter C in three ways: C, K, and S. We don't do that. We have one simple way of pronunciation, and that's it. So, for example, for me, I decided to go with Japanese because they also had the same grammar structure with us, with verb at the end, and just like the what's it called? Noun at the beginning of the sentence. So, like, it was a lot easier for me. And they
I mean,
also have the same pronunciation rules as well.
we have words like the word there has like 4 or 5 different spellings as well, which is so annoying.
You guys have the word kernel. Kernel. Where's the R in that word? Like, where is that? I'm like having so much problems with that word.
There's like
Kernel. You do not spell kernel with that like that. No.
and there's like two versions, like there's colonel like in the military, and then there's colonel
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
corn
Yeah, the corn
kernel.
thingy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, it's not that. When you say kernel, oh, you know what? I'm gonna think about the corn one. I'm not gonna think about the military one. No way. But yeah. So if you go for a similar language to your native language, your success rate is gonna be a little bit higher, in my opinion. And also, practice makes everything better. Trust me on that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, and that goes for every that's like that's just skills in general. Practice
Yeah,
makes perfect.
exactly.
Just practice, practice, practice. You can always learn a new
Exactly.
skill.
It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be a whole lot of repetition. Just don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Just practice to your heart's content and you're gonna be okay.
Oh man. Also, I just thought of something. Going back to how I mentioned to you the whole presentation thing I planned. There's
Hmm.
also another thing I came up with watching Big Puffer. He's a content creator. I don't know if you know him. He did this thing where he had
Me.
like up to 6 of his friends all racing to complete 5 objectives in video games,
Hmm.
and I decided to combine that with Small Ants, another content creator, with his challenge videos he does with bingo and lockout challenges in video
Oh,
games.
that's pretty cool.
And I'm gonna combine it, so I'm gonna have tournaments where up to like at least like up to 8 people can compete. I'm gonna be doing a trial run tomorrow in Minecraft.
Hmm.
And so there's gonna be a bingo board generated. And people are gonna race to complete. Again, it's a trial to figure out how I want to run the challenge, how I want to do these from now on.
Hmm.
Um, so it's either gonna be 5 objectives you got to get a bingo, or it's a double bingo. So you have to complete 5, and then you have to pick one of the rows that's connected to your that you just completed in your bingo to do
Yeah,
another 5. So you do up
that
to
sounds amazing.
and so that'll be a total of 9 objectives you have to complete. And whoever completes all of them first will get 10 gifted subs from me. With the
Oh my
number,
God, that's perfect.
yeah, with the number going up, I will eventually. I hope if my tournament gets popular enough, my big goal is to give the winner 100 gifted, which is a large
Oh my
number.
God, that's a big number.
Yep, that's $500.
That's a pretty big number. Oh my God, $500. And also, think this true, Twitch gets half of it.
Yeah, but the thing that's nice is with the subs,
Uh,
it's like it helps bring people back to your
yeah,
streams.
exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's exactly
That's why I
true.
like that. Like I like the subs. I think it's a nice way of getting because it's like it's both advertisement for your channel and it
Yep.
also gives you a little bit of money.
Yeah, exactly. So for example, just recently a dear friend of mine gifted a few subs to my channel and like someone popped up in the chat and they're saying like, "Who are you?" And I can see that they're like the first time chatter as well because Twitch basically says that, "Oh, you know what? Like this person is here for the first time. Like be careful," basically. And I'm like, "Oh, who are you? Like I don't think you're following me and I don't think like you were around here. Like who are you?" And they said, "Oh, you know what? Like someone gifted a sub to me, so like I'm here because of that." I thought you had to be a follower, but nope, it wasn't like that.
No,
So
no, it
what
gives it to
happens is,
random people.
yeah, not exactly random too. Like if they have been to your channel at least once, there is a chance that they may get a gifted sub. So that's how it works.
Yep, yep,
Which still baffles me a lot. Like,
and then
not
I
gonna
think
lie.
I think it can still go out to random people too. Like especially I
Interesting.
just think it especially happens to people who have small follower counts
Oh, interesting.
because
I
it's
mean,
like
that makes sense.
if not enough people have visited your channel or followed you, then it has to
Yeah.
give it to somebody else who hasn't probably visited your channel before.
Yeah, that makes sense in that sense. Yeah, I can see that. But like that's still like it was really interesting, not gonna lie. Like I was wait, who is this person? Like they are talking for the first time, like, who are you? And they also said, "Who are you?" So like it was really funny at that point.
Oh man. But yeah, I think tomorrow is gonna be my test run. Minecraft, it's either gonna be 5 objectives or 9. So it's either gonna be a bingo or a double bingo, and then it's
Nice.
gonna be a race. Whoever wins is gonna get 10 gifted subs from me. Not a large amount,
Awesome.
but that is the goal.
10
I'm
is a perfect number. Don't underestimate the number 10,
Oh yeah.
please.
And how I'm
It's
planning on
pretty
doing these
cool.
events is I'm not just gonna host them like sometimes there'll be a theme, so like just like for instance there'll be just a Minecraft tournament, a Halo tournament, but other times I'm gonna have a variety. So it'll be like objectives from
Oh.
Halo, Fall Guys, Apex Legends, and
Ooh.
a whole slew of games, like just a whole grab bag. And it's like, okay, there is like so many objectives from these multiple games. Whoever completes this many objectives from any of these games that are going to be generated on the board wins. So it'll be like a
That's pretty
big
awesome.
variety. Yeah, I
That's
think
pretty
that'll be really
cool. That's pretty
cool.
cool. If I'll be awake, which is a low chance, but I'll try. I'll be there. I'll be there to watch it.
Ooh, yeah, I'm planning to host at 2 p.m. PST.
2 p.m. So for me, that is 4 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. Was it 4 a.m.? 2 p.m. Hang on. That's so much math. Hang on. It's too early for doing math. I don't know. I'll check. I'll check. I'll check your YouTube and your Twitter. So if I see that, I will drop by. I promise you.
Gotcha. Oh man, I'm excited though. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Oh
it'll be.
man.
I can imagine that.
I also will say I was a bit worried because I think when we first started talking, I was a bit like, "This is why I hate texting people." Because when I was first getting to know you,
Yeah.
I felt like I was coming off, or like we just didn't click right away with like the way we were
Yeah, I
chatting.
guess so. I mean, it's fine since like every first meeting or like every first chat bounds to be awkward at
Oh
some
yeah.
point. So,
That's why I
yeah,
love doing
it
the
was gonna be
interviews.
like
Because the
that.
moment I'm like interviews, VTubers, let's go. Because then
Yeah,
it's like
like let's
get
go. You're gonna talk.
It's like let's get out and let's no awkwardness. We're going to talk and get to know each other. That is the point of the
Exactly.
interview.
Exactly. That's such an amazing idea though. Like the second I saw your tweet about the interviews basically, I was like, "You know what? I can do that. I want to do that. I want to be a part of this." And like tweeted that under that immediately like replied to your
apparently,
tweet.
apparently, I gotta
Yeah.
quiet down because apparently I am being too loud and my mom can hear me shouting.
Oh shit.
And my
Oh
dad went
shit.
to bed. But what were you saying?
Sorry,
Sorry.
Jen's mom. Sorry, Jen's mom. So when I first saw your tweet on that interview topic, I was like, you know what? I want to be a part of this. And like immediately replied on top of that. But yeah, yeah, it sounded like a pretty fun idea in my opinion to just like reach out to a lot of people and just like talk to you at the same time as well to just like, like this basically casual talking, I'd say. It felt really fine at first. And the more I think about it, the more I kind of get into, oh shit, I have to like talk a lot now. Like, what are we even gonna talk about? And because of that, I kind of texted you like, oh hey, like, what are we gonna talk about? Like, is there anything I need to know? And I was kind of like that. And you said, oh, you know what? It's just gonna be like whatever, basically. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool, then awesome.
if there's one thing like someone pointed out to me that I like, and it's now something I very much agree with that I'm skilled at. Um, Also, okay. But actually, hold that thought. I'll be right back. I gotta go turn on my mom's fan out in the living room to help it be quiet.
Okay.
So, if you want to
Okay.
talk to chat very, very
Okay,
quickly, I'll
I
be right
will. I
back.
will. I will. I will. Hello, Chad. How you doing? I just realized my first impression was wolf. Oh, really? It's fine. That's fine. Like we time to time with a few friend of mine's, we just like talk about it. Like about the wolf basically. One of them does it. So I don't mind, but if you want to, you can do it. It's all good. Why the tats? The tattoos represent my love towards Yakuza games. So we talked about this a few moments ago, but basically they represent two of the characters from a series I really, really love. So yeah, that's the reason.
Yep, we talked about earlier in the interview, and I'm back, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome back.
What was I talking about right before we left? Let's see.
Interviews. Like the more we talk, basically.
Let's see.
Messaging.
Messaging. The more we talk. Oh God. I'm trying to remember because it was kind of important. Maybe someone in chat can remind me what I said right before I left because
So we basically talked about like, oh, what are we gonna talk about when it comes to interviews?
oh
I
yeah
was
yeah yeah
panicking
yeah
about
yeah
that.
yeah
I
yeah
messaged you. That was the
yeah.
thing.
Somebody
Yeah.
told me it's something that I can now take pride in because I think they're right. Is they told me that the one thing they've noticed that I'm skilled at is I'm very good at picking up on key points in the conversation. Like, for instance,
Mhm.
you talk about your like, say, you talk about Yakuza or something, then I go, okay, let's talk about Yakuza. Or you say something like you offhandedly mention you owned a goldfish. And I'm like, okay, we've just talked for
Listen,
15
oh God.
minutes. Let me go back and ask you about a goldfish. Let's go talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've noticed, like, and I think that I very much agree with them. Because I don't write that. I've stopped writing down any questions before with these interviews because I'm just like
Yeah,
ditch the
understandable.
script. I'm like ditch the script. Let's just literally have a normal casual conversation. It's more like a
I
talk
see,
show
I
than an
see.
interview.
Yeah, it's much more fun if you ask me to do these without scripts or like basically planned stuff, I would say. So like it gives more room to be just like natural and just like allows people to have more fun if you ask me. But yeah,
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
pretty good. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I do think yeah, it's very nice to have a more casual conversation. It just kind of flows better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, and there's of course questions I typically ask all my guests. My guests. I cannot speak.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
fine, it's fine. I cannot either, so like you're totally fine.
Gotcha, gotcha. Oh man, would you say Yakuza is one of your favorite game series then?
Yes, I would 100% say that. Like, it's such an amazing and well-written story, in my opinion. Like, oh, someone in the chat has say I has ADHD. My brain also goes blur. I also have ADHD. So
Same,
hello,
very much the
hi ADHD
same.
gang. Hey, hey, hey,
We're all an
welcome,
ADHD
welcome.
gang.
Yeah, we're all like that. So yes, Yakuza. I will go back to that. So yeah, it's such an amazing series in my opinion, and like the story is such an amazing depth to it. Like for example, you can cry to just like one quest, and the second sub quest, like or the side story you do, gonna make you
Laugh your
laugh your
ass
ass
off.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, exactly. So like it has both of the spectrum. If you ask me, like it has the drama aspect and it also has the comedy aspect to it as well. So because of that, for me, that's amazing. Like the combat is amazing, the story is amazing, the character developments are superb.
What
Like
I think
100% recommended.
What I think I might do, and I might do this with most single player games from now on, because I noticed that if there's
Mm-hmm.
one thing I'm better at, it's when I pull a friend or two into a call while I play a single player game and have them backseat game or backseat commentary with me. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
even if it's their first time experiencing the game, then we all laugh and react to things together
Yeah,
at the same
exactly,
time.
exactly.
But even
Yeah,
if I'm the only
Yakuza
one
loves that, if
playing,
you ask me. Yeah, Yakuza, if you ask me, loves that because the story has some relatable points. I'd say, for example, let me see. I mean, it's not that relatable if you're not in the mafia, like
yeah.
obviously, but like some points make you question a lot, if you ask me. And I also play like a lot of single player games. Like just recently, I was able to finish Nier Replicant and Nier Automata, and like I am still questioning the entire existence of like the universe and like everything. So like that was an amazing journey, but yeah, like single player games allow you to talk to people more, and if it's like more story driven or like some points that here and there that will make you like what should we call um let me hang on. Oh, my train of thought, it disappeared. Uh what was I saying?
um, I don't
So
know.
sorry.
No problem. No
So
problem. No
sorry.
problem.
Oh
Uh,
my God.
Hey, listen, the Ascension
But
just got
yeah.
away from me. You know, that happens.
Yeah, it happens. It happens all the time. Like, yeah, sometimes kind of like thoughts disappear like that. I am so sorry about that. But yeah, what I'm saying is like story-driven games will help you maybe not able to like follow the story that much since you're also engaging with the chat as well. But like allows points like sometimes here and there you're gonna interact with chat more while talking about the which we call the story and everything like that. So it's perfect if you ask me. And like online games, I cannot do like interact with chat when I'm doing online games. Example, like I tried
Oh, like
Valorant
Among
once.
Us or anything
Yeah,
like
like
that.
Among Us, Valorant, I don't know, Overwatch. I was recently playing Overwatch and I wasn't able to interact with my chat more since I had to focus what's in front of me, which is like a combat, and I was trying not to die and
Oh
just
yeah,
like do the objectives. And like
that's yeah. Those
I
games are not the best for interacting with
yeah,
chat.
exactly, exactly. And like I mainly play healers because I just love depending like choosing whether people will live or die by my hands. I fucking love that. I am so sorry for cussing. But I really love that feeling, and because of that I play healers a lot. And while playing Overwatch, I also main healers as well. And while I'm healing, I'm not gonna interact with chat.
It,
Like when
it,
I'm dead, I have 6 seconds to talk to chat, and that's
that
it.
that's fair. That's fair. Also, I
Exactly.
think that okay. So you'll probably be one of the people if I add if I end up inviting. I'll make sure I'll see if I can get everyone who I invite has Overwatch 2, so I can throw some
Hmm.
Overwatch 2 challenges into the mix.
That could be fun.
Because yeah, I want to do it with all kinds of content creators, VTubers, just streamers in general. The one
Hmm.
requirement will be Twitch streamers, just so I can use the multi-stream website to
Yep.
set everything up. Because otherwise, I have to everyone share the screen on Discord, and that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it can
plus,
be a
I can't.
problem.
Plus, I can't see your guys' reactions. That's another reason why I don't. I'm not going to
Yeah.
allow sharing screens. So YouTube
Yeah,
streamers, I'm
okay.
sorry, you have to stream on Twitch if you want to be inside my event, and that's just going to be my
Yeah, that makes
requirement.
sense. That makes sense. Uh,
Please, I
I
need
have
an
to hurry up
excuse
and
to play
continue
that.
Yakuza Zero so I don't get spoiled when you play it. I already played Yakuza Zero on stream,
Yeah, I
and
think
I
he's
am
telling me
currently
that.
Yeah, I finished that and I started Kiwami 1, but this is like people weren't that interested in, and I also had like a lot of games at the time that I picked up, so I kind of left it there. I
I still
already
have to beat
finished the
Elden Ring.
series. Yeah, like someone said that I should play Elden Ring, like me. Someone who just goes guns blazing into the combat. I cannot do Elden Ring. I promise you. I have never tried it. I will probably try it someday, but I don't know if my PC can handle it
Oh, that's fair.
running with
Yeah.
OBS and mix it up in like VTube Studio. So like
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Even if
that'll
you put on the
be
lowest
something.
settings, it
Yeah.
can still be kind of rough on your PC.
Yeah, I know. Like
I thought
a
you were saying
fellow.
skill-wise you were gonna struggle, but because I'm like, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
skill-wise,
because I was
of
gonna
course I'm gonna
say,
struggle.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna struggle.
Well, I mean, everyone should struggle at Elden Ring, but in my opinion, I think Elden Ring is the easiest Souls game. Maybe I'm wrong.
Really?
Maybe someone's gonna correct me on that, but I genuinely think Elden Ring is the easiest I've played. Dark,
Really?
I think I've tried Dark Souls 1 and 3, both of which gave me so much trouble, like at the first boss that I gave up.
Oh
Bloodborne
my.
was incredibly fun for the bit I've tried it, because my first girlfriend was like into it hardcore. Sorry, oh my
Oh,
god, I
I
just had to take a
see.
deep breath.
It's all good. Take a deep breath. We're
Oh my
just
god.
like chilling here.
Yeah, oh god, but yeah, no, she was so into Souls games and so Bloodborne was the one thing she was like a god at. And so
But
she
what
got
about Sekiro though?
I don't know. I don't know if she had played that yet, but I don't think it was
Yeah,
out by the
me
time I was
neither.
dating her.
Yeah, I don't have a console, so like Bloodborne and Sekiro is just like right out for me. Like I have to eliminate them at the second because I haven't had any consoles to begin with in my life. Like
Oh,
when
really?
I was playing, yeah, exactly. So I live in Turkey. I just mentioned that, and I'm not gonna go that deep into the topic, but like currency wise, we're just like fucked, really.
Whoa.
So yeah, so I'm
Ugh.
talking about like 1 to 18 ratio. So like that bad. So
Wait,
like it's pretty bad.
like 1 cent or whatever in
No,
Turkey?
1 USD equals to 18 Turkish liras. I'm talking like that.
Oh, so it's like the Turkish dollar is much cheaper than an American
Yeah,
dollar.
it's lira. It's called lira, Lira, and yeah, it's like pretty invaluable, if that's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, because of that, I wasn't able to get like any consoles because what they do is they just like bring it from the like basically import it and add like basically double the price as like a tax. So because of that, I have never owned one. But a dear friend of mine from college basically said, "Oh, you know what, Rin? Like, I am not using this console, so if you want to like get it, just say the word and I'm just gonna like bring it to you." And thanks to him, I was able to
Oh.
play Persona 5. So like that was amazing.
Yo, I need to play
Yeah.
Persona 5. My friend
It's
Quizzy
such
keeps
an
trying to
amazing
wants me to
game.
play
You
it.
have to play it. You have to play it.
There's
It's
a lot
such
of
an
games I
amazing
want to
game.
play. I want to play
Mm.
things like, and one thing I want to do with Persona 5, and I think this is also why Quizzy said, because Quizzy, I always invite him to be one of the people who backseat game with me, just because me and him
Mm-hmm.
often we are very very good a good duo for whenever it's like we play something together, or if I'm playing a game and he's like he'll voice act or he'll just be like another voice in my head while I play a
That's
game.
amazing.
Like I don't know, me and him are really close buds. But so with Yakuza 0, he's probably one of the people who I'd reach out to for being there to backseat game while I play it.
Yeah, they should do that. They
And the
should do that. Yeah,
Persona
yeah, yeah.
5, he wants to voice act, like we did for Undertale.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love voice acting too, but it's just like all the projects that I have completed thus far in terms of like voice acting, all have been like commercials. So like I did like commercials basically and just like trailer videos or like tutorial videos for like a few firms here and there. So I wasn't able to do much like characters, whether it's like an anime character or like a game character or
Ah.
like a movie dub or something like that. I wasn't able to do that. I would love to do that. It would be amazing.
I
Like,
kind of want to throw a challenge at you. Try and sell me a product or something like with some voice acting.
okay, let me try. Hang on. Okay. Script free, huh? Okay, let me try.
Let me see. What product are you selling me today?
Okay, I'm gonna try a lip balm, which is right in front of me, so I'm gonna try that. Okay, let's see.
Alrighty. You're gonna sell me a lip balm.
Okay, let's try. This Glow Kiss lip balm will help you moisturize your lips as well as tint them with an amazing shade of pink. Let's see what else. What else? What else? What else?
I put you on the spot.
Also try to like read the back of the product as well, so I can get some like tips here and there because like doing it blindly is really hard.
Oh yeah.
So, let's see. Enhanced with vitamin E and also an incredible, delicate cherry aroma, your lips will be refreshed the entire day. Or something like that. The one thing I did was for my firm actually, and I was doing like the tutorial basically, like, well, you're gonna do it like this. So for example, I did that also in Turkish. So I'm gonna do that in Turkish as well. And I'm gonna like redact a lot of them. So I'm gonna translate also those at the end of the thingy
Alrighty.
as well. Bu uygulamayı kullanmak için öncelikle uygulamamıza giriş yapmanız gerekiyor. Giriş yaptıktan sonra şu adımları takip ederek, şöyle yaparak, ardından da bu şekilde yaparak sonuca ulaşabilirsiniz. So what I just said is, oh, you have to like download our app and just like log into it. And after you log in, you're gonna have to do and that to achieve this solution, basically. So it was
Wow.
kind of
Okay.
like that, and that was like really fun.
Yeah,
I did that.
you definitely have a good product advertisement
Oh,
voice for
thank
sure. Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I was able to use that a few times here and there. They were mostly like I'd say freelance works because I am not bound to an agency in
Yeah.
general. And I wasn't able to get paid because of that too.
Well,
So
yeah,
like if you're doing
freelance
the
work,
freelance,
you can get
yep.
ripped off very. Freelance is
Exactly.
shady.
Exactly, exactly. And I mean, it was just what should we call like an experience for me at least, and that was something I could just like easily add to my portfolio. So like that's always good. But yeah, so that's basically that. I mean, it's hard to do work as a freelancer, if you ask me. But
Oh
yeah,
no, it
same.
definitely
You
is.
didn't understand. Yeah, of course, of course. It's just like it's Turkish. It's just like a whole another language. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
stimulate the mind. That's perfect. And I achieved.
But okay, two things I want to say. One, I feel like you could convince me to sell my kidney
Oh my God. No, no, no. I
with
don't
Bad
want any
Boys.
kidneys here. Livers, on the other hand, if they're not that used for like alcohol purposes, we can talk about that later.
I don't even drink alcohol, so my liver would be perfect.
Perfect. That's
I've
just
never touched alcohol.
awesome. Awesome. Awesome then.
Oh my God. What was the second thing? Free in terms of freelance work, technically you could also consider streaming freelance work. I mean, it
Yeah,
very much
exactly.
is, but that's why it's kind of a rough environment because it's freelance. It's hard to get paid in this
Yep,
area.
exactly. Like if you don't have anyone around you to watch you, support you with like I don't know, like for my platform it's Twitch. If they don't support you with like bits or like subs, basically, you're not gonna be able to gain much. My community is really generous. I'd say like they are one of the most generous people I have ever met on this entire planet and this entire life. So thanks to them, I was able to basically like fund my Japanese exam. So if you're here, I love you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I was gonna ask
yeah.
that earlier. Do you think your community is all asleep right now?
Most of them are. Some of them are awake, and I was actually like playing Final Fantasy 14 with like a few of them a few hours ago. They're probably on Discord right now. I'm not gonna check yet, but they're
Gotcha.
probably there and just like, yeah, most of them are asleep, I'd
I
say.
was gonna say
Like,
because yeah, I was like
yeah.
I've had like typically when I do these interviews, a lot of time, especially recently, I've had a lot of people who come in here and then their community will come in because they like tell their community, hey, I'm being interviewed, come join this.
Yeah, I tweeted that, but I don't think anyone saw that because lots of the people I know are from like the European side, I'd say. So because of that, it's hard for me to reach to the US and like maybe on the Asian side. That if that makes sense, because time zones they are problematic. They're really
They are,
problematic.
they
Yeah.
are. It's like it's why. It's like the people who believe in. I'm very curious. How do time zones fit into flat Earth theory? like, how
I
would
don't
people
even
try? I
know.
wonder how
I
people would
don't
explain
know.
that. Like, because it's like if the world was flat, wouldn't we all have the same time zone?
Yeah, technically we should have that. Like everyone would be awake at the same time and like sleep at the same time. That would be awesome actually.
It would
Like
be, yeah.
for us streamers, that would be just golden. That would be amazing.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, sadly we cannot do that though, can we? Ugh,
Nope. Nope. Sadly not.
sad, yeah. It's not cool. It's not that cool.
Oh man. What other games are you into, by the way? Like, are you just play? Do you just play anything? Like, do you not really have a
Yeah,
main
I just
genre?
play anything. Yeah, I'd say I just play anything, but mainly I enjoy JRPGs so much, and like Persona was one of them, and I also like action games or like action dramas in this case. Yakuza was one of them.
So you love your
I
story-based games.
Yeah, story-based games are just for me amazing. I believe like it's just I don't know, like immersing myself into a story and just like leaving everything behind feels like pretty surreal, if you ask me. Like you're basically in someone's head, like the writer's head, if you ask me. And just being able to get like a what should we call piece of their mind, so to speak, feels incredible to me. And don't get me wrong, like I still enjoy like I don't know, like some ARAM here and there, some TFD, and I don't know, I time to time still play Overwatch. Those are fine. It's just that I do not get the same joy that I get from story games in those games as well. So
Yeah,
like
that's
if that
fair.
makes
That's fair.
sense.
Like if I were to say like I've no so like I feel like every gamer is typically has a game that they're the best at or like a genre. For you it's probably like JRPGs, story-based games, you love that. For
I'm not best at anything, I'd say,
okay, maybe
but
your favorite is story-based games.
yeah, story-based games are my favorite, that's for
For
sure.
I know
I
for
am good at puzzles, though. Like, that's
oh, I
something
love puzzles too.
yeah, I love puzzles, dude. Like, one of my friends is like, "Oh no, it's a puzzle section," and I'm like, "Okay, then just use your brain." And meantime, I'm just like solving it in my brain. I'm like, "Oh, you have to do this and do this like that," and I'm like not saying anything because I'm just like watching them during the stream, and I'm like already done with it, and then they're like trying, and I'm like, "Try harder, you can do it. I believe in you. You're gonna do it." But yeah, I
Yeah.
love puzzles. Puzzles are
It's like
amazing, if you ask me.
for me, I think the problem with me, I can't say I have a favorite genre because I may love shooters, I may love story-based games, I may love multiplayer games, may love just games I can mess around, sandbox games. Ever since growing up, I've always been a jack of all trades. I don't have a
Oh,
favorite
that's awesome.
genre
Yeah.
because I've played everything. I know, like for Quizzy, it's fighting games. I want to
No,
say,
he says they say JRPGs.
oh really, Jay?
Yeah,
Before you say it, well, he knew it. He see, this is how you know we're close friends because he already knew what I was
that's
trying to say.
awesome.
He
That's
already knew.
awesome.
The fact he knew what I
I
was gonna
mean,
say before
yeah,
I said it.
I would also prefer JRPGs to fighting games too. Like fighting games, I cannot do them. Like they require so much memory, if you ask me, to just like remember the combos and everything like that. I cannot do that. And I know for a fact that you're not gonna get through anything for like tournament wise or like gameplay wise maybe while just like button mashing. Like a friend of mine
Oh
which
no.
who also gave me his console for a while, also plays a lot of fighting games, and like another friend also plays a lot of fighting games, who is also my moderator on Twitch, and both of them like play it so competitively, and I'm like watching like they're using their brains, like holy shit, how do you do that? I cannot do that. It's just like it feels, I don't know, like I don't even know how to describe it, but like it feels hard, I'd say, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it is like remember for a while in Mortal Kombat I memorized some characters' move sets
Mm.
because I would memorize how to trigger certain moves. Like, and I'd
Mm-hmm.
just get good at using them, like Katana and like I think my two best characters is Katana and the Xenomorph in Mortal Kombat 10. Those
Oh, I
were my
see.
best.
I was a Melina main back in the day.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was. When was it? It was around 2011 because I was getting ready to enter college, so I was like studying a lot, and I had like some time at my hand, and I would just like spend it on like a PlayStation cafe because we have those here. We just like go in and just like play some PlayStation games and just like leave. It's type of an establishment like that, basically, kind of like the PC bungs in Korea, but like imagine just like consoles mainly. So I was able to just like go there and be with my friends and just like play some
Which
Mortal
console
Kombat.
was it? Which or
Was it the ninth game? Was it nine?
Mortal
Was
Kombat
it
9?
10? Let me see. Hang on.
Because
I need to know now.
it sounds like it wasn't the old one. I remember one Mortal Kombat I loved playing was on the GameCube, and it was one that it had a chess mode where you would pick characters in Mortal Kombat to be the chess pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like you could pick like Melina to be your queen, or
Oh,
you
that's
could
awesome.
pick Goro to be all your pawns.
Okay,
um,
this is the ninth game. I found it. Yeah, that's the ninth
okay,
game.
Mortal Kombat 9. Gotcha.
Yeah, it
That's
was an amazing game. Oh, I'm emoting. I'm so sorry.
no problem. I was gonna say, yeah, you're doing some interesting things over there.
Yeah, like my emotes are basically bound to my numpad, like starting from 0 to 9, and I also have like a few at the F keys, like the function keys. So when I like type numbers, some like weird stuff happens. So for example, this one, and like this one, yeah, it's just like all things around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. I mean,
I'm just like
yeah.
more used to playing the numpad though, like using the numpad, not playing it, of course, but like, yeah. And while YouTube Studio is open, it's just like it's chaos. Like you didn't see a few things, so I'm just like happy that I didn't press one of the keys. I'm
Wait, is
not
there
gonna
a
press
sus
it.
one?
It's the sus one, not the sus one though. Hang on, can I do it? Am I allowed to do the sus one?
Uh, can will it get me banned?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna do it then. So if you want to see the sus one, you can drop by my channel.
Here, hold on. There's one thing. Well, you know what? Here, I'll go BRB. You can show me, and I'll tell you if it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
Are you on BRB?
Yep.
Okay, this is the emote.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Hold on, I'll show
Okay,
that.
okay.
I'll show that to stream. You want to see it, chat? Here's the sus emote. There you go, chat.
I had so
uh,
much fun with that emote though. Like I put that as a redeem towards my chat, like they can just like redeem it, and it's like 1500 points. So it's probably the most expensive one on my channel yet, because I also didn't want it to be banned by Twitch because
yeah.
like you don't know if they're gonna be like okay with Ahegao. Like as far as the
Or even
emotes go,
twerking.
yeah,
one of my more recent friends I've made, Exploding
yeah.
Toast, who's been trying to get me into Apex.
Mm-hmm.
She has a twerking emote on Twitch that's animated and
Yeah,
everything, and
those
she still
are
hasn't
not
got it
good.
banned off
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. So for example, you cannot have the twerking emote if you're like I'd say if you got off their radar, it's gonna be okay, but like it's not okay basically. So if you're lucky, you're gonna keep using that, but if you're not, you're not gonna use that for a while. And also the Ahegao
The
emote is
numbers are
actually
real.
like which we call it's normally banned as far as the emotes go, but that's why I was kind of like not sure about if like it was this was okay. So I kind of kept it at like a high point so that no one would able to not no one but like only some people would be able to redeem it and I would be quote unquote fine, I guess.
Yeah. And that makes sense. Yeah, like Twitch is weird with its ban system because
Yep.
some people get banned, like perma banned for the littlest thing, and
Mm-hmm.
then other people can have sex on stream and only get
I
banned
was
for
gonna
seven
say
days.
that. I was gonna say that. It was just
Oh, I'm still so pissed about that whole
Oh,
situation though. Like,
it was what made me swap to Twitch originally. Like,
yep,
so I mean, swap from Twitch to YouTube. It was like the big kick in the bucket. I'm like, okay, Twitch
yep,
does not care about its TOS.
yep, exactly.
There's a lot more, but like I will say, I think the YouTube algorithm is much better for growing on than the Twitch algorithm for small
Yeah,
streamers,
exactly.
in my
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, if you don't have like your own community to begin with, you're gonna have some problems if you're
On
gonna start
Twitch.
with YouTube. I'd say YouTube, like Twitch is a little bit more forgiving, is what I kind of
I
like
actually think the
realized.
opposite.
Really? So for example, when I first started, I was able to like reach to a few new people just like being live, even though I wasn't like tweeting about it or like anything like that. So that was a little bit fortunate, I would say. Like on YouTube, since I don't know, like this is basically me being illiterate when it comes to YouTube live scene basically. But how do you see people when they're live? So that's what I want to know. If like it's easy to like see them, yeah, that makes sense then. But
Well,
if it's
it's
not, since
for
I don't
one,
know.
ring the bell. If you ring the bell on a channel, it will pop up in your notification feed, and
Mm-hmm.
whenever they go live, it will pop up on your phone, all that stuff, just like Twitch. So you got to ring that notification bell. Other thing, is that unlike Twitch, because the thing is, you have to keep in mind when people are watching YouTube, they could be watching a video and the algorithm will just be like, oh, hey, this person is streaming a game that maybe you've watched recently, or a
Oh, I
game that. And it'll be
see.
like, hey, here's a streamer playing this game that you either just watched a video on, or just like we think you'll enjoy. And it's like, because the YouTube
I
algorithm
see.
will recommend your stream. It's like, yeah, people can't search for your stream, but your stream will be recommended to people, which is a
That's
big difference, in
interesting.
my opinion.
Yeah, I see. Okay, then it changes stuff in my mind.
Yeah, it's like,
Interesting. I
because
did not know
here's
that.
Twitch is good for searching for streams. YouTube is good for being recommended streams.
Yeah, I see. That makes sense then. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like,
Like,
it, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, you say it, you say it.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, when it comes to Twitch, Twitch is more like you're actively seeking out streamers, whereas YouTube is you are passively finding streamers. So, like, it's like the people who are like just there to watch and relax on YouTube. It's like, oh hey, there's a streamer playing this game that I like right now. They're live right now playing a game that I watched, or what, or like
Interesting.
it's like it's more of a casual way of building a community compared to the competitiveness of Twitch, in my opinion.
I see, I see. I always thought that like it was the other way around, since Twitch sometimes, like it's not all the time. Usually, like it's rarely. Yeah, it's rarely. Twitch rarely like recommends more on the newer
Yep,
streamers, I'd
yep.
say. So like it's pretty rare, but it happens. It happened to me. I don't know why, but like there's a pretty good chance that it actually couldn't have happened too. So like I was pretty lucky when it comes to that, but I don't know. Maybe I should think about YouTube more.
Yeah, I mean, you can always do like once a week a stream on YouTube. I mean, again,
Yeah,
the
that makes
nice thing
sense.
about the YouTube is people are going to look at your thumbnails. So if you can
Oh,
master
I
the art, if you
see.
master the art of thumbnails and how you can make your streams look like make it click worthy, be like, oh, what is this stream? This title and the thumbnail combined together. I have to click this. It's like you could title it like VTuber dies in a toilet, and then you have a picture
Oh
of
my
you
god.
inside a toilet. Like your VTuber model
Basically
photoshopped
abuse
in the
the
toilet.
clickbait, huh?
Yeah, abuse clickbait. That's exactly what you do.
Okay, I
Uh,
will keep that in mind then.
Also, let's see. The YouTube algorithm is both a curse and a blessing. Just don't know why it keeps recommending me zits popping, even though I ask not to recommend it. Ew. But,
Ugh.
uh,
I have a confession on that part.
what's that?
I love those videos.
My mom loves it too. She's the one who likes popping any pimple that pops on either my
I
dad or
love.
me.
Wait, like, okay, let me explain myself. So, I enjoy it when like that blackhead or like this just like basically pops, or like not that pops but like leaves that cavity, right?
I mean,
Because
I enjoy it too, especially because
yeah,
as someone who
like
has them, it feels nice getting rid of that. It's like, oh my god, it's a relief.
exactly.
Like
Exactly.
I get some blackheads. Like I had one blackhead once
Yep.
that literally it was like an inch long under the skin
Oh my
somehow.
god.
It
Oh my
literally
god.
wouldn't stop. My mom got like an inch worth of blackhead out, and it's like, what
That's
the hell?
awesome.
It's like I was
That's
like,
awesome.
why, mom? It hurts so bad. Uh,
Yeah, they do hurt a little bit. Like some of them, yeah, they do hurt a little bit. That's why they use numbing.
oh god, fleshy bubble wrap
But
ain't my
yeah,
thing, but I respect it. I guess this Quizzy.
fleshy bubble
That's so gross. Don't call it that. Fleshy bubble wrap is so bad. Ew.
wrap.
Uh, uh,
That's a pretty good way to describe it, though. Like
it
that's
is,
basically
yeah.
fleshy bubble wrap. Yeah, so yeah, like that
Oh
makes
god.
sense.
Also, Quizzy, yeah, no, I think I heard about a streamer who did, like a VTuber who did do the dirty behind their model while they were
Oh
streaming.
my god, no.
Like, and in fact, or at least I know, I think there was a VTuber who like was using a toy while doing it, but tried to keep it on the down low.
Oh my god. I
Yeah,
mean,
I want
okay,
to say it
like
was one of the
as
bigger female streamers too. I can't remember who.
oh wait, I think I know. I think I know because I just recently watched a video about it. I think I know who you mean. I'm gonna type it in the
DM
chat
me.
so you can probably see. So like not
Okay,
to
let me
gossip,
see.
but to gossip.
I don't think it was her, but
Uh
I wouldn't be shocked actually.
yeah, like they recently were talking with another streamer and during that stream they basically confirmed. And I will probably see the
Oh,
video
really?
after the stream so I will send it to you. So yeah, they probably basically
Oh,
confirmed.
wow. Jesus.
So
Wow,
yeah,
streaming.
that's
I
why it
actually
doesn't
think that was
surprise me.
her. Actually, now that you say that. I mean,
Yep.
again, where this is, maybe a little maybe I shouldn't drop a hint at
Yeah,
who we're
no, no,
talking
no,
about.
we shouldn't
Nah,
say
nah,
anything.
nah.
Yeah. We're not gonna say anything about
Jen,
them.
spill this
No,
to
no,
my
no, no.
DM. I'm curious. All right, I'll tell you. And then you can write in chat whether or not you're surprised or not. Pretty sure you won't be. Also, Quizzy, by the way, I hope you're feeling better, my guy. I know you were having a rough week this week.
Oh, get well soon.
But I'm gonna write the name from
Yeah.
so this was apparently the one that might have done some toy play during a live stream.
Was it a
Apparently,
live stream or like during a game? I don't remember, but it was either one of them.
it's
So
something
I'm
like
gonna look
that.
for the video and send it to you so you can send it to Quizzy as well.
Yeah. Oh my god. Also, by the way, if you are looking for any like BGM or anything, Quizzy is trying to make music for VTubers. By the way.
Oh, perfect. I got my BGM though for my new model. Like for this model, the current setup, I'm not gonna use anything. I just like play some quote unquote weeb music. It's mostly like Japanese rock music, which I really enjoy. So for the new
Gotcha.
model, a dear friend of mine, Itragov, basically composed me a song just out of his head, and I listened to it and it was amazing as well. But yeah, so I don't require one right now, but Quizzy, I'll keep you in my DMs if that's okay for you.
Hey, yeah, no, he'd be down. He'd be definitely down for that.
Awesome.
Although, the way you
Amazing.
said that, I think you might have a might get him acting up again. You're like, I'll be in your DMs, Squizzy.
Please do. Okay, I will. I will.
Also,
Don't even worry about that.
glad to hear you're doing better, Quizzy. By the way, very glad. If you're down to do the podcast this Sunday, by the way, we'd still love to have you.
Who,
Uh,
me?
no, I'm talking
No,
to
not me.
Quizzy.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we do host a podcast that we are called the General Chat Podcast. We plan to
Oh,
invite
that's
guests
awesome.
on all the time. More frequently. I want to have more guests on because like we're about to have our first guest on the podcast, which will be cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to invite VTubers, a whole bunch of people to come chat with me, Quizzy, or Bud Chronic, and then we'll have whoever our guest is will be the fourth member.
Yeah, if there's an opening, do let me know. I'll try to make that happen. As
Will
like
do.
a
I think that what time do you say? Was it like you said 4 a.m. was 2 p.m. for you?
Let me see. It's PST, right?
Yes. I know PST is
2
weird.
p.m.
It's West Coast
PST.
US.
It's for me 1 a.m., which is like even perfect.
Okay, so if it's 1 a.m., then when we record the podcast is actually at midnight your time then.
Oh, that's perfect. That sounds
Okay.
amazing. Yeah.
Then maybe the following week we'll invite you on, maybe.
Okay. I'd be interested. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, awesome. We'd love to have. We want to have more and more guests. It'll be fun. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it'll be amazing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Will you cover of this YouTube gone wrong? I'm joking here. Wait, what? YouTube gone wrong? I'm confused.
What?
I don't know.
I'm also confused.
That thing was just, that chat room was kind of weird. I make themes for VTubers just for fun sometimes, anyways. So I may just make a
Oh,
song and drop it on you on random. So you might just
that's
make a song
amazing.
and drop it on you.
Hey, Quizzy, drop into my DMs. Do it. Step into my DMs, dude. Like, it's all okay. It's all chill.
I almost thought you were
I'm
gonna say
here,
step
like.
my. I thought you were gonna say step my DMs, daddy. I was like, whoa.
No, no. I have a strict rule when it comes to that word daddy, actually. I refuse to call any living person daddy.
Good.
Yeah, I can only call daddy to 2D characters.
I generally think that calling anyone mommy or daddy is kind of cringe, but that's just
It's
me.
not cringe. Like, I can see the cringy part. I don't mind it when it comes to me. Like, dear friend of mine also calls me like mommy all the time. So like, I'm like, you know what? Okay, just do it. I'm not even gonna say
I guess I'm fine
anything.
with it if it's jokingly, but I mean, if they're like trying to be serious or saying away like they're trying to make it sound sexy, it's like,
Yeah, no,
hmm.
no, that's the cringe part actually.
It's like
So,
it's like a guy going, "Oh yes, call me daddy," or if it's a girl going, "Call me mommy." It's like I'm
call me
good.
mommy like that. No, no
Uh,
way, no way. So, yeah, a friend of mine like usually calls me mommy, and like that kind of started off as a joke, and it's still going as a joke. Let me clarify that as well. Just recently, during like the New Year's, he basically texted me, "Happy New Year's, mommy," and he was like pretty drunk as well, and I'm like, "Cool, then just keep on drinking." But like, yeah, I basically refuse to call any living person mommy or daddy unless they are like 2D. So like, if it's 2D, yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just recently, just like a few hours ago, during Final Fantasy 14, there was like a pretty good character, which I love the characteristic, I'd say, and also like the outfit and his like ideals and stuff like that. And he's such a like a husband material too, so like that person's a daddy, but they're not real, so like if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh man. Oh my god. So you say what was your first console you got?
What was my first console? I had a Nintendo. No, not a Nintendo, a Game Boy. A Game Boy Advance. That was
Ah,
my first console.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So did you play Pokemon and stuff?
Yes. Pokemon Red actually was one of my first games. It was
Pokemon Red was my
probably
first too. Fire Red
yeah,
actually. Fire
high
Red.
five. Yeah, Fire Red. Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. I had that game in German because my grandma, may she rest in peace now, brought that from Switzerland, so I was only able to play it to some point. For example, I maybe 6 years ago got my first like full clear, my first eight gym badge basically.
Oh really?
Because like around after like you get the seventh badge, the game basically says that, oh, you know what, you have to do this now, but it's in German. My mom doesn't know. Like, my mom knows, but she doesn't know how to translate it. Like, it doesn't make sense, because like it's a game word, right? Like, it's a game related word, so she doesn't know how to translate it, and like that was a problem, and I wasn't able to finish the game because of that all those years ago. And when was it? Like, it was around like 2016 or 2017, if I'm not mistaken. I was able to just like finish the game because I found a program which allowed me to play the game in English this time. So I was able to just like fulfill that
Did you beat the
requirement
Elite
and just
Four or
like,
just the 8 gym badges?
yeah, for the gym badges, for specifically the eighth gym. I don't remember what the condition was, but it required me to do something before I went there, because of that the road was basically blocked or something like that, and it's just like didn't allow me to
Now,
compete
now
for
all you gotta
that.
do is beat the Elite Four and the champion.
Yeah, I didn't do that, so I should do that. But I basically focused on the story so much, I didn't care about like Pokemons or anything like that. I was like, you know what? I'm in it to get my eighth badge, and that's it. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna like complete my childhood dream, and I did.
You really should get your 8th gym bet because the next step is to go do the Elite Four, especially because the very ending is a great ending off to the story. If you're
Yeah.
talking about Fire Red, the ending
Yeah, it was amazing.
beating the Elite Four is still part of the story.
Oh, I don't know that part. I'm just like, oh, I got the 8th badge. You know what? Congratulations. I'm out of here. And maybe I should restart it. I don't know, like starting it from the
Maybe doing
beginning
Nuzlocke.
again. Nuzlocke? No, 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 no. I don't have the patience for doing a Nuzlocke. No, no,
Really?
sir,
I find them
no.
so fun. I honestly, most of the time, I can't play a Pokemon game unless it's a Nuzlocke now because I just find them way more
Really?
fun and engaging.
I don't know. It's just like too much challenge for me. I just like used to like not used to, but like I just chose to or like choose to just sit back, relax, and just like
That's
don't
always
worry
fair.
about
I'm not
anything.
gonna tell you how to
Yeah.
play your game. I'm not gonna tell you to play a game.
Yeah,
You know,
of course, of course.
just
But
a
I may
suggestion.
try it. I may put that as like a subathon goal to do the Nuzlocke challenge. That could work. That
That
would
could
be
be a really good
amazing.
one. That could be a really good
Yeah,
one to have people reach, do and make you do a Nuzlocke.
yeah. I could try that. I am curious about that. I should do that. I should check the what should we call rules and stuff. I know that you cannot revive your Pokemons like if they're dead type of
Yep,
situation.
yep. And you can
There are
always
like
adjust the
so
rules
many
to however
rules
you
there.
want. Yeah, and that's the nice thing about a Nuzlocke is you can play it however way you want. The typical rules that people go with is that after you get your Pokeballs, the Nuzlocke starts. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
before then. So if you like died your rival, it doesn't count. But the moment you
Mm-hmm.
get Pokeballs, the Nuzlocke starts. And what that means is anytime you encounter a Pokemon in a route, the first encounter you have to catch it unless
Oh,
you
I
are
see.
playing with and you want to play with this. There's a rule that everyone typically plays with called dupes clause, which is duplicates. So
Mm-hmm.
say you have a say like your first encounter was a Pidgey, right?
Okay.
And say that on the next route you also encounter a Pidgey. But
Yeah.
because if you're playing with in the dupes clause, you can go, okay, I already have a Pidgey, so this doesn't count. So you can run away or kill
Oh,
it
I
or whatever. And now you
see.
can re-encounter and be like, okay, now I'm encountered a Rattata, or maybe you encountered a Nidoran or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's now your encounter. The whole thing is you have
Oh,
to
I
catch an encounter.
see.
And if you fail to catch it, that means you can no longer catch a Pokemon on that route. You have to catch the first Pokemon you get on the route unless you already have one from that species.
I see. That makes sense. I should look for more. Yeah, I'll probably do it in the future though. I don't think I can do it like just next week or like something like that,
Oh
but
no, no, it
I can
takes some
do
time. It takes
it.
some
Seems
time.
fun. Ooh.
Oh, is my internet dying? My internet's died.
Yep. Yeah, your internet died for a bit there.
Yeah,
You good there?
my bitrate just jumped from 16,000 to 50,000 after
Oh,
dropping down to 0. So
oh my God.
it was having some issues. Cause yeah, I do stream at 16,000 on YouTube for my bitrate,
Mhm.
because I stream at 1440p on YouTube.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, on Twitch I stream at 720p 60 FPS, which is just 6,000
And that makes sense.
kilobytes. But on
I'm
YouTube, because I have there's no bit rate limit. I'm just like, yeah, let's go all out, 1440p 60 FPS.
I mean, if you can do it, that's awesome. Like my internet allows me to do 180 60, which is like pretty good if you ask me. Like it's, like the HD, like you're not gonna ask for more. I mean, I don't ask for more basically, but yeah, I mean, it's fun. If your internet and like your PC is okay with that, just do it. My internet won't allow me to do 1440 though. Like I know that. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Oh man, no. I don't
Where
know.
the chat decides? Oh, interesting. The chat decide on the Nuzlocke back in the day, like that?
That's where chat decides how the game is played by command in chat. I mean, that still happens in some games. I mean, like Doug
Yeah,
Doug
I mean,
especially. Doug Doug
yeah, exactly.
is a content creator who mainly lets his chat play games, basically.
Oh, really?
Or like they'll change up the game.
Oh my
Let's
God.
see. Resolution so high, I can see the pores in the model. Oh my god. I don't think it's that high. My internet is bad pain. Quizzy, don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah, bad internet pain is so real. It's so real.
Because Quizzy's stuck. Like the most he can do is like 2,500 kilobytes per second.
2500. So it's okay. That's that's something. What can you do with that though? Like when it comes to those numbers, I still don't know what they mean. Like just recently I switched mine from 6500 to like a stable 5000, I'd say. So like it's so much better where it doesn't like cause crashes, not crashes, but like bitrate connection drops or like anything like that. So like it's okay. But like
Well,
I still don't know what they mean
Well, okay, so
exactly.
from what I know about bitrate, so basically here's a great example. You can stream at like let's say I was doing a 1080p stream.
Mm-hmm.
If I do 1080p 60 FPS, but I only am streaming at 6,000 or kilobytes per second,
Mm-hmm.
it looks all right, but it looks blurry. However, if I increase that bitrate to double to 12,000 kilobytes per second,
Oh.
now it looks more crisp because and it doesn't look as blurry.
Oh,
Because here's the thing:
I
you can
see.
stream at a high resolution, but the bit rate determines how fast it's rendering those frames.
Hmm. Maybe I should check my settings more, I guess then.
That's why a lot of the time most streamers don't stream above 720 because if you stream at 1080p with 6,000 kilobytes, it looks a lot more blurry. But if you use
Mm,
720p at 6,000, it looks a lot more crisp.
I see, I see. I should be careful about that. Maybe I should recheck my settings then.
Or look
Huh.
into it. You know,
I
you can
didn't
always
know
test
that.
it. Streaming is always a test.
Yeah, it's like a trial and error, like in every aspect, I'd say. Like, for example, if your mic doesn't capture your voice, okay, then just start recording, like adjust some like settings here and there, add some filters, adjust their settings, blah
Oh
blah
yeah.
blah, and just like try again. Like, how's it gonna sound? It was so painful when I first did that though. Like, I remember, still remember,
Oh, I
because
still
just
have that pain when you're streaming
yeah,
and then someone in chat comes in and says, "Why is your mic muted?" It's like the
yeah. I
biggest
mean,
pain. It's like,
yeah, just like I'm so sorry. For like just recently, my PC had like some issues. Basically, I turn off my PC during the night and turn it back on during the morning because I had to work. And what I realized was that all of my logos disappeared. Like every single one of them
Oh, really?
disappeared. Yeah, and I was like really curious, like, what the hell happened here? Like, I turned you off normally last night. Like, what happened? This was on Tuesday, by the way. Uh, I tried to like launch the task manager because the only thing I could have like imagined to like or tried to do is just like shut down or kill Explorer exit and just like relaunch it, which usually helps with stuff like that. The task manager didn't work. It just like refused to launch itself, and I was like, no, you know what? Okay, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I called my work bestie and I'm like, hey, bestie, like, what should I do? And he was basically, oh, you know what? Like, you can do this and didn't do that. I tried everything. It didn't work. So as a like a last resort, I just you know what, I'm just gonna like reinstall Windows at this point. And I kind of did. I kept every file I had, so I wasn't able to do like I didn't have to do anything else to something like I don't know, like get the backup files for my saves if there was any, or like if there are some like model files that I have to keep, I have to like back up them on my like drive and something like that, which I did just to be safe because I already lost my model once, which was really painful. My Vroid
Ugh.
model, yeah, my Vroid model, I already lost it, so like it's gone. It's on my VC face right now, so like it's there and I cannot do anything else about it, which is a little bit too sad. I already
Yeah.
lost it, so I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna like, what should we call, like, not gonna take any chances, so I'm just gonna back them up, and I did. Luckily, I didn't need to do anything. However, my mic settings were like a little bit gone. Not the filters. Filters were totally okay, but the basically the what's it called? The default device. Yeah, it's the default device. So I called my another friend on the Discord like a few hours later after I set up Windows and everything. I called him and I'm like, I'm trying to talk to him. I realized that I was muted, even though I'm not muted. So I checked my settings and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to change this up. And I changed it and it was all good. 2 days later, yesterday, I went live and I'm like talking, but like there's no movement on the mic bar on the
Oh
OBS.
no.
I'm like, wait, I forgot to do this. And at the moment I realized, oh, you know what? This is probably because I reinstalled the Windows and I have to do the same thing on the OBS right now as well. So I did that and I was like fixed, but yeah, it was like a moment, like maybe 30 seconds of me talking to myself. So like it was still painful. But yeah, it's basically a learning curve, I'd say. Like you're gonna fail, you're gonna not fail, you're gonna try stuff, you're gonna fail with that, and it's just gonna be
Trial and error.
finding, yeah, trial and error basically. It's just that though. But yeah.
Yeah, and no, that is a nice thing for him. And that, yeah, I mean, I had to reinstall Windows like twice on my new PC because I had two
Yeah.
gaming PCs. I have my old one that I had
Mm-hmm.
for the longest time, and then I have the one that I built like in 20 I think near the end of 2020, if not
Mm-hmm.
the end of 2021.
Uh-huh.
Um, and but my new one has had way more issues regarding Windows. Like I've had
Mm-hmm.
so many issues with Windows on this PC. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Like I had it like the first week I had it, I had to reinstall Windows 5 times.
Mm.
Just this
5 times.
this PC did not like Windows for
Oh my
some
god.
godforsaken reason.
Oh my god. That's not good.
It didn't like Windows, and it also did not like the IQ software. Never install the IQ software. If you're gonna get a gaming
What is
PC,
that?
so if you get Corsair fans or anything Corsair in your
Mm-hmm.
PC, for RGB and all that, or like a Corsair keyboard or mouse,
Mm-hmm.
there's a software called IQ that they have that lets you mess around and set up the RGB in different ways, like set up ripple effects or different things.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
but IQ software has this weird little issue that if you have it running at all on your PC or have it installed, randomly your PC will start locking up and freezing until like literally everything's inaccessible, including Task Manager. So it's like
What?
slowly your whole PC basically crashes. And it's all
No,
because
that's
of
not
one piece of
good.
software. Yeah, it's all because of IQ. So
Oh
never
my
install it.
god.
Don't
Okay,
install IQ.
I'll keep that in mind. I don't need to because I currently love my LEDs. It's just like a rainbow LED and I'm pretty much okay with that as well, but I'll keep that in mind.
Mine have been rainbow for so long. I wish I could set them to a solid color, but I'd have
Yeah,
to
I mean that would be
rebuy so
cool.
much.
Yeah, that would be cool, but I'm still happy with my rainbows. Oh, I love you so much. Yeah, I love you. It's
uh,
just words of encouragement for my PC. I love it. I don't know.
yes. PC is a Linux stand? What do you mean? Huh?
Yeah, Linux, I used that during my high school years because during high school I studied web programming, which I don't regret, but it's something I wouldn't have done if I had the mind for it today, but I used it. It's okay. It came a long way, I know, but like, I probably wouldn't now. But yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Oh my. Also, I just spilled a bunch of gross jelly beans on my desk, so give
Oh
me a
my
sec.
god, are you okay?
Well, my brother handed me. Do you know what Bean Boozled is?
Yeah, I know.
He handed me his box of Bean Boozled, and it's just
Oh my god.
and it just like spilled everywhere on my desk. So I gotta quickly put that back together.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of which, I gotta do another meme reaction stream with him at some point, and we do Bean Boozled or something. I did that, and people really liked that. Me reacting to memes while eating gross beans every time I
Oh
laughed.
my god, no. No, 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 no. That seems fun, but that also feels like a huge can of worms that could like pop out at any
Oh, it's
moment.
very, very gross. Believe me,
Yeah, I can imagine that.
my younger brother could eat vomit, and it didn't do anything to him though. So,
Oh my god,
whereas everything was
no.
getting me because dirt was disgusting, earthworm was disgusting, vomit was disgusting, but like booger was disgusting. Yet everything he ate just did not get him. It didn't
No.
bug him at all.
No. Your brother is built diff. Like he
He
is
is.
just built
Well,
diff.
maybe it's because he eats Takis all the time, which I don't know if you know what those are. They're
I
like
know, but like do they affect your taste buds?
they're super spicy.
Oh my
And he
god.
eats them on the regular. He gets the blue Takis, which I believe are even spicier. Like they're supposed to be
Oh
like
my god.
blue fire flavor, basically. It's like,
Oh
it,
my goodness.
so maybe his taste buds have just burned off over the years.
Yeah, that's entirely possible, I would say. My god, more power to him.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God. Oh
Uh,
man. But by the way,
RGB. Yeah.
in terms of your model, so is like in terms of your lore or anything, are you kind of just like a human, or are you like a god, a demon, or you know?
Okay, I will drop a few more spoilers here and there, but basically how it started is I wake up in an apartment. I have no idea of where it is, and when I went outside, I saw a few people, and apparently they knew who I was. And in a state of panic, I decided to just like search around for anything. I wasn't able to, but when I returned home, I noticed a note which said, "We are so glad that we found you. We're gonna rescue you as soon as we can." And that's basically it for now. However, it's gonna divide a little bit into my old D&D character, which I really loved, but I wasn't able to play it that much, so I kind of went like started with that, and I also add on top of it what happens is, or what will happen, or maybe I should keep it as like a thing. Maybe I should keep that as a secret, but know that I am human. At least I seem human. I may have some different layers to myself, which will be revealed around July. So if you want to see that, go check
Nice.
my Twitch when the
Yep.
time arrives.
And I have all your links in the description because I have your card in the
Yeah,
description. So
yeah.
for everyone
Awesome.
currently watch the stream, make sure you go follow Rin here,
Yeah.
all on all the socials.
Yeah. I usually stream 4 times a week. Usually, when I have collabs with like multiple people, like more than 3 people, usually I don't stream because it just becomes more chaotic, and I just can feel like I am not be able to interact with my chat when
That's
there
gonna be
are
the
more
nice
people around me.
that's gonna be the nice thing with my tournaments is while it is technically a collab, you're all gonna be in your own voice channels, so you're gonna have plenty of time to talk
Hmm.
to your chat.
Oh,
But
that's awesome.
but I will be jumping into your voice chat to like chat with you every so often. Just be like, hey, by the
Yeah,
like,
that makes
I might
sense.
tease you, and be like, oh hey, by the way, this person's already completed 3 objectives, and you'd be like,
Oh
I
my
know, I can
god.
see that, and I'll just go in there to stress you out a little bit.
Yeah. That sounds actually amazing. So, for me, when I play with people, so for example, today in like 14-ish hours, we're gonna do have like an Among Us collab, which I have never played for like, yeah, I have never played Among Us. Maybe like
Really?
2 games. Yeah, exactly. But I watched a lot of this guy's toast, so I kind of know what to do and what not to do. So hopefully it'll be helpful. But I just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna stream this because I just want to interact with people when I'm playing with them instead of like dividing my attention, which is already limited. So just keeping it on like
That's
one
fair. That's
point, yeah,
fair.
makes much more sense for me. But yeah, other than that, I usually stream 4 times a week or like sometimes 5 times a week. It's just like depends on the business of my day job. If it allows me to, I stream more. If it doesn't allow me and I feel tired, I just cancel streams or like do them someday else. Um, Other than that, what else? And it's just like me chilling out, talking to people. So if you want to drop by, just say hi and we can talk about whatever you want. Unless if it's like it's not against the rules, we're gonna talk about anything. So just like don't even worry about that.
Gotcha. One thing I will recommend, in terms of streaming when you do collabs with people, a good mindset to get into is that just tell your chat, like, be like, hey, this is one of those streams where I'm gonna be focusing more on people, so like, but I still want you guys to be able to be here and enjoy, the experience live, be here while it
Hmm.
happened, be, because some people literally just want to be there to be like, literally be like, I was here for this when it
Yeah, I
happened.
know. But still, like, it kind of feels a little unfair, in my opinion, if I'm not, like, able to interact with my chat
as well as people I'm playing with. It's just it kind of feels a little unjust, which makes me a little unhappy at the end of it. I don't
Hey,
know, it's
every
just maybe
content creator is
me.
different, and that
Yeah, I know.
your mindset on that, I respect it. I respect it. I think
Yeah.
it's a very nice mindset to have.
Yeah. I mean, I try to include everyone in my chat. Of course, like it's not gonna be possible because technically speaking and like realistically speaking, we're not living in a utopia where everyone's gonna be happy with everyone's opinions. And because of that, I try to include everyone as much as I can and try to find them a common points basically so like everyone can be happy and just like be themselves and just like
Yeah.
don't cause any issues to others while being like having the fun they
In that
want.
case, why you might? I mean, another good thing you could do is why not? If you know how to edit videos, you could always record it, or if you get an editor, you could record it, and then
Yeah.
and then send it off to your video editor or edit it yourself. Because then, yeah, you don't have like you could just make that your whole thing is when you do collabs,
Hmm.
you'll record it and make a video out of it, but you won't stream it. That way, people are like, okay, if you're gonna stream, that is just for when you're there for you. But if
Yeah,
you're doing
I
a
can use my
collab,
YouTube channel for that actually. Like just what should we call like recording collabs and just like uploading it there so people can see my POV too. It could be fun actually. Maybe I
yeah.
should do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be an idea, to try something like that out. You can
Yeah.
always try different
Maybe I
forms of
should do that
content.
tomorrow. Not
Yeah.
tomorrow, today. It's today for me. God damn.
Yep. Also, someone in chat. I think this. I'm gonna say this is a question for both of us. They said, "Question: Have you or will you do drinking stream?" My answer to that is no. I have never touched alcohol a day in my life, and I plan to keep it that way. I want to be a
I
lifelong
drink
sober till the day I
alcohol.
die.
I enjoy alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic, I promise you, but like I enjoy occasional alcohol. It's just I haven't done a drinking stream. I hang on, no, wait, I lied. I did it once. It wasn't like, oh, me just like incredibly drunk or something like that. It's just me enjoying a few drinks and just like talking to people and playing some games at the same time. It was just like that. But like I said, around July, around my anniversary slash Sabaton and slash re-debut streams, I have a line which, okay, I have to like re-elaborate that on that a little bit. Normally, I was gonna do that Sabaton for like a weekend around November, and I just decided to change my mind and just like didn't want to do that in such short notice because it was like gonna be a month of notice, which didn't felt right with me. Like it didn't feel right, I guess. And I started like collecting questions in advance from people. And my three things that I collected from people were a truth or dare question, a wheel of misfortune question, and the other one was let me see. What was it? I still have the what should we call the file here so I can just like go back and just like check it. So one of them is a truth, one of them is a dare, and the other one is a wheel of misfortune. So just like basically, for example, show your search history or have the Ahegao face on for 10 minutes or stuff like that, basically.
I do not want to
And
show I like to wipe my search history before I do a subathon
yeah,
like
makes
that.
sense. Maybe I should also do the same, but I cannot because my day job kinda not allows me to remove my history because if I do remove my history, I'm gonna lose my autofill as well, which happened once and
Oh,
it's gonna be problematic. So I have to keep that in mind as well. Maybe,
yeah,
just maybe, I
yeah.
can use another browser for that. That
I'm
could also
mainly,
work.
I mean, incognito is always an option.
Yeah, exactly. And like I kind of put it there, and I also put like a few more what should we call like rules basically. And for example, for every five, like the number ending with five subs, for example, sub points to be more specific, like 35, 45, whatever it is, I was gonna take a shot. So it was gonna work like that. But I just changed my mind and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna have the subathon right now because I don't have anything to celebrate or I don't have anything to just like do you basically, so I just changed my mind and like totally canceled it. And putting the anniversary subathon to like July also allows me to have a birthday stream as well, which is on July 7th, which is
Nice.
literally a week before my anniversary too. So it's just gonna be like a whole week of celebration. So it kind of made much more sense in my mind, I'd say. But yeah,
That's
but
fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
to answer the question of drinking, I did, but it wasn't like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna like get messed up on stream. It wasn't like that. It's just like me having a casual few drinks here and there. It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Uh, what I might do because this April is gonna be my 24th birthday, so I might do a 24-hour live
Happy
stream.
birthday!
Yes. I'll probably do a 24-hour live stream. That will probably be done on Twitch because with YouTube you have to end it at the 12 before the 12-hour mark because if a stream goes over 12 hours, they delete the VOD apparently.
What?
Or like there's a
That doesn't
chance
make
the VOD gets
sense.
deleted. Yeah, so you have to so I'm gonna have to if I do a 24-hour, it will
Oh my
probably be on
god.
Twitch. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It'll
Which
be
day is it, by the way? Like
my
April
my
what?
my actual birthday is on April 15th. I don't know if I'll do it on
Okay.
April 15th. I'll have to see if I can get. Oh wait, it is on Saturday, so if I ask for the day off, I could do it then. And I
If you
just
do, I will give you a huge rate as much as I can.
hey,
Yeah, I'll be
awesome.
there. I'll be there.
No, actually, wait, hold on, wait, never mind. I don't. Oh yeah, it is on a Saturday. If my freaking days are blending together. But yeah, no, I'll probably do that because that'll be really cool. Streaming
Yeah.
on the 15th, 24-hour live stream on Twitch. I think that'll be fun. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll do a bunch of interviews. Maybe I'll also do another one of my big bingo like events
Yeah,
I'm
that would
planning
be
to do.
awesome.
One of the big tournaments.
Hmm.
That'll be fun. I don't know, I want it like what Quizzy said earlier in the stream. He's like Jen's out here trying to become a community hub leader,
Hmm.
and he respects that. I'm like, that is kind of what I want to be. I want to be a hub for people, content creators, to meet each other. Like
That's awesome. That would be
small and
awesome. Yeah.
big. I want people just be like, hey, Jen's hosting a fun event. Let's go. And I'm not gonna limit myself. I'm not gonna go, hey, like even if I become big, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm only inviting Nux Taku. These. I
No.
was like, I'm not gonna do that. No, it's like, yeah, hey, maybe I will invite Nux. Maybe he'll be there. But I'm also probably gonna invite like a freaking VTuber who only has 5 viewers typically if I think they're entertaining enough.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Oh,
actually like a pretty good way of thinking because everyone usually forgets that like quote unquote, I'm gonna leave this in a quote because I know lots of people don't enjoy the words I'm gonna say. Small streamers in general deserve much love. Like some of them I know are just like diamonds in the rough. Is that a term? Is that the term? I guess so. Like if like some people I know had more viewers, they would be like in so better places. That's my opinion.
oh
Like
yeah.
because like a lot of people just imagine streamers like, oh, they're playing the games and they are also interacting with the chat. It's of course not like that, and there's like a huge like a bigger aspect to it. Like I know a lot of people are just like sitting there in quiet, not talking because literally there is no one to talk to them, which bothers me a lot. Not gonna lie, bothers me so much. Like some people because of that like prefer to just like stay in quiet and just like don't show themselves that much during streams, and which eventually kind of hurts them as well, right, technically speaking, because it kind of creates this like vicious cycle. Like you're not talking because there are no viewers, but you're not talking and
Yeah.
there's no one gonna be around, and which sucks really,
Oh,
which
it
like
does.
incredibly
As someone
sucks.
who has
Yeah.
often been in that position, like that has only changed recently, and I think that's because this year I've sworn to go ham on networking, and I think it's
Makes
worked a
sense.
lot. I'm getting my name out there way more, and positive in a positive way. I'm not cloud chasing or anything. All I'm doing is I'm like literally making a bunch of connections and friends.
Yeah,
Eh,
exactly. Like I recently talked to a friend who is also my mod, which I mentioned a few moments ago, about this, and I basically called them in tears because the previous stream I had was a big flop and I was having like amazing time in my stream, which in the end turned into like a pretty sad moment, and I wasn't able to sleep, so I called them. Well, you know what, I feel a little bit burnt out because of that, like a little bit what should we call sad because of this. Like there was only one person in my chat and they were there the entire time, so I love them so much and they always drop by whatever. But like it kind of get me to a point where I felt like, oh, you know what, I'm not going to be able to grow out like ever. And he basically said that, oh, you know what you should do, you should chase connections, like you should do that. And I'm like, dude, that's just basically like in my mind feels like people are gonna see that as clout chasing, which is the last thing I want. Like I really don't want people to think me as someone who is just like a clout chaser. No, not like that. I just want to interact with people. I just want
And
to talk
that's the
to
big thing.
people.
That's why I think Twitter is so good
Yeah.
for that. Just interact with people and get noticed, or you just like you got to put your name out there in some way,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
not everyone's gonna
Exactly.
like you. Not everyone's gonna like you.
Exactly, exactly. Not everyone's gonna like you. You're not gonna like everyone else. Like, you're not gonna like everyone, and everyone's not gonna like you. Like, think of it as like a school atmosphere or like a work atmosphere, right? You're gonna have people around you, and you're gonna have people that you wanna keep away from you as much as possible. Because even amongst those people that you work with, or like your viewers in that case, you're gonna see or like feel like some of them may feel like resentful towards you, and you will also share the same emotions with them. Like that's totally normal.
Yeah.
But in the end, people of course are expecting you to be nice as a streamer. That's what I also do. I basically go towards everyone with like a smile on my face. I'm always gonna say nice things about you. I'm not gonna say anything bad about
Well,
you, whether it's towards your face or from your
well,
back.
you want
Like,
to know what I mean, what is a
yeah,
good piece of advice that every parent should give their kid, and then most people should live by? Treat
yeah.
others the way you want to be treated.
Exactly. Exactly. You should treat everyone how you want to be treated. That's it. That's the end of the story. But yeah, it's just like if you're gonna start streaming or you are already streaming, get ready for a huge ladder in front of you. That's what I want to say. Because if you're gonna start without an agency or without someone supporting you, you will have this like amazing hill basically, which is like a really steep hill that you have to climb
And the
no
thing
matter
is,
what
you're
you
gonna
do.
fall. You're gonna fall. You just gotta learn how to
You're
get
gonna
back up.
fall.
You
You're
gotta learn
gonna
from your
exactly.
mistakes.
You're gonna fall. You're gonna like maybe even
Maybe you
think
will
about
clout
going
chase.
back.
Maybe you,
Exactly.
maybe you'll make
Yeah.
the mistake of clout chasing, and you'll learn, oh shit, I should not do this, and you'll learn what
Exactly.
networking is.
Exactly. Like networking and cloud chasing are like two different things. And what
Two
I would
different, but
suggest you
they're two sides of the same coin, though. So you can very easily get them
exactly.
mixed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just wanting to talk to people can be seen as like clout chasing by so many others, even though like a lot of people would suggest or like confirm that what you're actually doing is
Networking.
connections. Yeah,
But
networking,
also, but
connections
also, the
basically.
other thing could be said is you might not realize what you're doing is clout chasing until you get called out. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
might be doing something, and then you suddenly get real. Someone's like, "Listen, you're clout chasing," and you're like, "Oh shit, am I?"
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a moment to do some self-reflection and think, "Am I actually
Exactly.
clout chasing?" And if you
If you're
are,
go
stop.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're going around and talking to people like, "Oh, you know what? Let's stream," without like any like what should we call like hellos or how are yous on the at the end of the at the beginning of the conversation, of course you're going to be seen as cloud chasers. Like
hmm
that's just basically the reality of it. If you're going to go to like someone and say, "Oh, hey, let's collab." Like no. Just ask me how my day is going. Ask what I'm doing. Like care for me as a
Yep.
person so I can care for you as a person as well. So like that's probably
That's
one of
like
the biggest things you should know in my opinion.
like, and I'm not, and it's kind of on topic, but also kind of off topic. One thing, like, there's only a few friends that I like that I'll actually respond to, or like if they send me a meme, no context, they don't say anything else, but I'll actually watch the video. But
Hmm.
most friends, if you just send me a video without giving me like a sentence or so explaining why you're sending it to me, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Like I need you to like some friends I need them to sell it to me, whereas others I've known long enough or I'm just like we have the same humor, so it's like, oh, if this friend sends me a video, I know it's gonna be good. So
Hmm.
it's like a big difference. Like, don't just go in expecting sending me a video
Yep.
is a good way of communicating with me. It's like, tell me
Exactly.
why you're sending it to me, unless you know we have the kind of relationship where I will just watch your memes because I know that it's gonna be
Hmm.
good.
Exactly. That's the basically what you should know, in my opinion. Like, you should always treat people as they're like humans, because they are. You should always treat them with kindness to start with, which is what I actually do in my like both streamer life and also in my like day-to-day life, like my IRL life. I always treat people with kindness as much as I can, and sometimes of course it's gonna fail. Like, it's just gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna share every single view with that person. Like, of course you're gonna disagree with them on some points. Of course you're gonna agree with them some on some points. Like, it's just bound to happen. I actually, like, a few years ago, or like last year, I don't even remember, I saw a TikTok, and that was basically like one sentence, and which kind of like engraved in my brain as well. You will not find one single thing that everyone will agree upon.
Oh,
End of
definitely not.
story. Like,
I mean,
you're
look at
not
all
gonna
the
say,
drama recently. Like, I'm not gonna say
yes.
what, but all
Yep,
the.
we know, we know. I know it from first hand, trust me. I know
Oh
it.
God, really?
Yeah, sadly, no. I mean, it's fine right now, but
Did you
of course, we're not
play
gonna
the
talk about
game
that.
or?
I played the game. Yeah, I played the
Oh
game.
wow.
It's such a fun game, but I haven't
But the
finished the game
drama.
yet. Yeah, I haven't finished the game yet, and I'm like, at this point, I'm incredibly scared to stream that game, not gonna lie.
Maybe not. Maybe don't
Which,
stream it. Maybe just play it on your off time.
yeah,
Enjoy it.
I'll probably do that, but I don't have the off time right now. I don't have
Oh,
the time. I
I
But yeah,
know it. I
I'll
know the
probably do that.
feeling.
I basically tweeted out the fact that, oh, you know what? I bought the game. I caved in and I bought the game. And someone basically popped out and said, "Oh, you hate trans people." No, I don't. No, I do not.
No, you're
Trust
putting
me.
words in they're putting words in your mouth. That's the thing
Yeah,
that's really
exactly.
bad.
Like,
It's like
plus,
honestly,
like,
I'm gonna ignore them. And be like, hey, I don't hate trans people. You can believe that, but hey, like it's like, hey, you know what? I'm probably like, yeah, like I'm willing to donate money to a
yeah,
donate money to a what are they called?
charity.
Yeah, to a charity that supports trans people and a good one at that.
Yeah,
I'll make sure to do
exactly.
my research and I'm willing to do that. Are you? Is the person in my that came into my chat or my Twitter post who's come in here and who's saying I hate trans people? Have you donated to trans people? Oh, you're too poor. Hmm.
Yeah.
Huh? You won't even
My
donate
God.
$1, huh? I see.
Interesting.
There's a
Yeah,
difference
interesting.
there. That
Yeah,
there
like,
is.
not just that though, like, as an LGBTQ member myself, like, how do you expect me to be a transphobic person? Like, there's also that point.
Yep.
I kind of still am in the closet when it comes to my family, but like when it comes to my friends, I'm just as open as I get. And people know how do I feel about like my whole sexuality and like people's sexuality as well. For example, like I am still trying to do this. So in Turkish, we do not have gendered pronouns. We have one single word, which is o, which is like the letter O, and we use it for basically he, she, it. And we also have the what should we call the plural version of it, and that's it. I'm like still trying to actively teach myself about like English speakers, like the perspective of English speakers, because I know pronouns are like such a huge topic right now, and I respect that, and I do my like what should we call not part, but basically like I'm doing my absolute damn best to call you with your preferred pronouns, but like apparently of course I'm gonna fail, of course I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
like
no.
just
Here's the
say
thing.
like here
Just
and that,
correct
like,
me.
but yeah,
That's all I ask.
yeah, exactly,
It's like I
exactly.
had one friend that I accidentally called a she, and they correct me and said I prefer to be referred to as they or
Oh,
them,
okay.
and it's like okay, I'll respect that. I like, and again, if I make that mistake, I'm not doing it insultingly. It's
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
I'm
exactly.
not trying to
Like it's
be
just, yeah, I'm not like
rude.
saying that out of malice, basically. I'm trying to like still educate myself. Like I said, I'm still trying to educate
Oh
myself
yeah.
on this topic. Of course, it's gonna get like a little problematic for me. Of course, I'm gonna like fail. Of course, I'm gonna like make
Just don't let the
mistakes. Just
haters
like,
get to you too much. Like, there's a
yeah,
reason the block
exactly.
button exists on the internet.
Exactly, exactly. I just didn't do anything for those tweets, by the way. Like, people basically called me, oh, like, you hate trans people, then you're a trans wife, blah, blah, blah. I just didn't reply to any one of them. I
Yep.
just didn't. Like, I just chose to not say anything and just, like, let it slide. And slide it did, I guess, technically speaking. But for
Yep.
others, it didn't happen like that, which is really sad if you ask
Oh,
me.
oh
But
no,
it,
no, it's the worst. I mean, look, Pikame is pretty much like it's not necessarily
yeah.
because of the game, but
Yeah, exactly.
it's
But
definitely a
yeah.
part of it has to be because of the game. She played the game and got harassed
Exactly.
over
I
it.
I also think the same thing. Yeah. Like also the same thing also happened to Silvervale as well because
Oh
she was
yeah.
basically witch hunted at that point by Twitch's rules. Like even not even her rules. It was basically Twitch's
Oh
rules.
yeah,
And
exactly. But and then they took that to a step further. They keep spinning it to their own stories, their own. It's like these people are not. They're just there to stir the pot of drama. That's all they're doing.
exactly.
They're not
Exactly. It's
here
just a game. Like it's just a game.
because here's the thing: they're
Like
not doing anything to actually help trans people by doing this. They're not. If you want
yeah.
to help trans people, donate to charities.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
exactly. Exactly. Help them. Help them as
Or
much as you
join the
can.
politics, become a politician, and fight
Exactly.
for
And
trans
change the
rights.
world. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
like if you
Those are
want
the
to
things you can
do
do.
right, but don't harass people on the internet like a
Yeah,
child.
like this shouldn't be said, in my opinion. Like, don't harass people. Don't bully people. This shouldn't be said. This should be just like a unspoken rule, right? But here we are in 2023 and just like telling people to stop bullying people, whether they are like trans or whether
Mm-hmm.
they're, I don't know, like from a different race, like they're, I don't know, like any race, they don't speak one language. Do not harass people. End of story. You can choose to ignore people. You can choose to not interact with people. You can choose to just say absolutely nothing. And instead, you spread hate. Fuck you. I'm so sorry.
No, no, no. I agree. I agree. It's been stressing me out lately.
Well,
It's like
yeah.
along with work, all this drama has just taken a huge mental toll on me. Like
Hmm.
before all this drama came about, it's like, and also I'm not gonna say what, but the drama I got roped into, and that I
Yeah,
mean,
I saw that. Oh my god, dude.
I got roped into it because I stepped into it willingly at first, and then it just kept going. And now it's a point now I'm just completely like I'm just ignoring that guy at this
Yeah,
point.
ignore that. Ignore that. It's just
It's
it's
not
not
worth
even
it.
worth your time. Yeah, exactly.
No, no. The last thing I did was try and basically kind of do a warning, like, hey, you probably should change the symbol because it's kind of against. It's literally a federal law. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know this, but you can't use the red plus sign, you know, the red cross. You're not supposed to use
Yeah,
that.
I learned that recently. I actually learned that recently. Like you cannot change it to a color, which
Well,
is
you can.
apparently
You can.
oh,
You're supposed to change. Well, like you're supposed to change it to like a green or a blue. But if it's red, you get in trouble because that's the
okay
symbol of
then.
the Red
Okay,
Cross.
I totally confused it then. But yes, I remember seeing what should we call a rule like that just recently. When was it? I in fact saw like a few Among Us posts like below it.
Yep.
But
Among
apparently,
Us.
yeah,
That's a great
yeah,
example.
exactly.
They had to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
change
yeah.
the color of the med bay doors because the
Yeah,
fact when
exactly.
they were red, they were technically breaking the Geneva Conventions. They were committing a war crime because
I
it's
did not even know that.
and not a lot of people do. That's why it's interesting. You
Yeah.
can't use the Red Cross. It's literally a
Interesting.
federal law. You're not supposed
Oh my
to.
god.
Unless you're
Oh my
literally
god.
a member of the Red Cross, and that doesn't mean it
Huh.
doesn't matter if you're a video game, a movie, or a VTuber. You're gonna get
Oh
in
my god.
trouble. They will go after you if they catch wind.
Oh my god. I'll keep that in mind. If I were to have like a model, I'm not gonna add a red plus sign, I promise you.
Yep. Or if you do, make it extremely slanted, like what Overwatch 2 did.
Oh, was it also a problem?
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, interesting,
They even
interesting. I'll keep that in mind.
for Halo for the when they released Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, they had to
Uh-huh.
change that because in the original Halo Combat Evolved, the medkits had a red plus sign. They had to
I mean,
change that.
Red Kid having a what should we call a red cross sign. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, but it's the fact
Like
if it's in a
unrelated,
video
but like it
game,
makes sense.
it does. But they like apparently like they just don't like the red cross being used in any form of media or any or just a person if you're not an official. It's like even if it's a med kit, you got to use a different
Mm,
color.
interesting. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind.
It makes me think. People also say that the American flag, you're not supposed to wear the American flag, but people do that all the time.
Yeah, people do that all the time in EU as well. In Turkey as well too. Like back when was it? I probably had like one America t-shirt at some point in my life as well. It was probably around like 2010s, I would say, like the first half of it. I remember a lot of people just like wearing USA shirts all around. It was like in fashion, I guess, like it was the in. But yeah, I saw a lot of people wearing them, and I can still like see occasionally people wearing American flags on them actually,
Oh
which is
yeah.
really interesting. I don't know.
And the thing is that I don't know if they actually get in trouble for that technically, but you're not supposed to. Even if it is technically wearing your country's pride or something. I know. I mean, yeah, of course, military people do, but
Okay, so a question then. So since you have the 4th of July, since like it's a pretty big deal for you, that's why I'm asking it. Let's say you wore a T-shirt which has like American flag on it on July the 4th. What happens?
I literally don't know. I mean,
No one
I'll
knows.
be honest. I'll be honest. I'm not a very patriotic person,
Mm,
so I
me
don't
neither. I
know.
can tell that. Yeah, I can see that. Me neither.
Uh,
Uh,
man, I
that's
don't know.
interesting though. Yeah, like some countries or like in your case some states has like pretty interesting rules, I'd say.
Oh
Like
yeah.
pretty interesting laws
Oh, just
basically.
don't. Do not. Just don't get hurt and get into an ambulance, or else you're paying a massive fine. It's
I
much
know that.
cheaper just to like call an Uber, be like, "Hey, I need you to take me to the hospital." It's so much cheaper.
Funny you should said that. My moderator actually told me that like he was recently sick, and if I'm not mistaken, no, his mom was sick, and they decided to like go to a hospital or something like that. Something something like that along the line. He basically said, "Oh, you know what? We called an Uber." I'm like, "What? To an hospital? Are you kidding me? Like,
Well, it's
what?
like apparently an ambulance charges like $50 every mile or something.
Oh my
And
God.
just for calling the ambulance, it's like $2,500 or something insane like that.
2,500? Are you kidding me?
So it's like $2,500 just to call the ambulance, and then it's at 50 more
Oh
dollars for
my
every mile or
God.
something. The
Oh
American
my
healthcare
God.
system is insanely bad. It's so bad. They
Oh my
overcharge everything
God.
here. And also they try to rip you off because my dentist was trying to charge me $700 for a dental thing, and when they were only supposed to charge me like
Wow.
$50.
Oh my God. Uberlands?
The
Yeah, exactly.
Uberlents. The Uberlents.
So, for example, like funny you should mention the
Uberlents.
dentist. My BFF, who actually currently lives in America, and he also used to live in America as well. And he actually came to Turkey around like 2019 to get his teeth done. And he was able to stay in Turkey for like a month as well. Like with all the food and like the hospital bill and blah blah blah, everything. And he had more money in his pockets. If he was to like do that in the States, apparently, he was gonna pay like, how much did he say?
Oh.
Maybe like the same price, but with like maybe with some extras as well. Like it was really expensive, and I was like really shocked as well. Oh my
Mm.
God. Please
Yeah,
don't
it's
get
getting
sick.
nuts.
Like, please be careful.
Yeah, yeah.
Please, I don't want any of my American friends or like American people I know to go bankrupt just because they had the flu. Please, people,
Some
please
VTuber's
be
been
careful.
posting on online about how she's given birth to a baby that has
Mm,
health issues, and apparently she's like paying like over $100,000 just to save the baby's life.
oh my fucking God.
A
That's
hundred
not
thousand,
cool. That's
hundred
not cool.
$100,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like a fifth of what we pay for houses nowadays, even in America.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
And
save
which
a
is
little
even
bit
more
more. Like,
ridiculous. Like
yeah.
a house now costs $500,000 for a very crappy one bedroom house.
Oh my model. Yeah, like the economy is just like
It's going to crap. It's really
it's
is.
it's gone to crap, and it's just not like one country or like two countries. It's global. Like it's so I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like it feels so awkward to just like talk to a
Live.
few of my friends from like few different countries and them having the same issues that I'm going through, which baffles me. It's baffled, right? It's baffled, yeah.
It's
It
because
baffles
this like
me
the world
so much.
more and more people are falling into the low class rather than the middle
Mm-hmm.
class now. The middle class is slowly becoming the low class, and the high
Yeah,
class are becoming
exactly.
even more high class. Like they're
Yeah,
making
exactly.
more and more
Like
money.
there was like a distinct difference between like low class, middle class, and like high class, right? And also like the super billionaires or like millionaires. I'm not gonna even talk about that. I'm just gonna like say high class, and I'm like excluding them specifically. So like low class people would be able to just like bring the end of the month basically so to speak, and they would be able to like have some food, but they wouldn't have some like extra in their pockets maybe, or like have so little. Middle class on the other hand would be able to bring the end of the month pretty easily and have like a little bit like extra money on them as well, and high class people is just like, yeah, you know what, we have the money, let's just like spend it however we want. The difference, like the distinct difference between them is just like getting so transparent day by day by day, and like that line basically is just like shifting towards like middle classes extinction to a point, I would say. And
Oh
like it's
yeah.
not just for my country or like your country or like the country A, it's global now. Like there's
Apparently, in terms of tax bracket, apparently I'm in the 12%,
which is
which
pretty low.
yeah, because that's making anywhere from $10,000 to $41,000 a year, which is
Oh
not a
my
lot.
God.
But that's what most
That's
people are
not.
making. That's like
Yeah, true.
I mean, like typically they only like I mean middle class. I don't know what middle class is constituted as. I mean high class means you're in like the 37% or higher, and the 37% is like anyone who's making
It's,
over 500,000 a year, which
I mean,
is
considering
insane.
like 37 on like 100 scale isn't like that high of a number, says a lot.
Exactly, but that still means you're a
Like,
high class if you're 37%. That just goes to show how big that means you're making. That means like anyone who's making 500,000 a year means you're in high class. But if
yeah,
you're like
exactly.
but millionaires are in a whole tax bracket of their own because that's like it's insane. That's probably like the 40%, and then you have to think billionaires are probably only like the 60 or 50%.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is going on? The world is, yeah, the world is doomed.
Yeah, right now people are are happily just gone full self-sustaining lifestyle because of how bad the living cost is getting. Exactly.
Exactly, exactly. Like, for example, my parents, especially my mom and my stepdad, when they go to their summer house, which they bought like it was either like 12 years ago or something like that. They bought it really cheaply because they basically were there during the build up section. So they were able to buy it so cheaply. Like, for example, that house they bought for like 150,000 Turkish liras. Currently worth like what's the current word? Hang on. It was around like 3 or 4 million, my stepdad said. Like basically if they were to sell that house, they would be rich.
Oh yeah, our
Easily.
house right
Not
now.
that rich though. Like not that rich as well.
I mean, our house right now, my parents like bought it for like 100,000, and now they could sell it for like 600,000.
Oh my god.
That just shows how bad the like things that inflation has been. Apparently, also part of inflation. I don't know if this is true, but I heard a rumor that the American inflation, at least, went up a fair bit because apparently, in order to pay their workers, the fast food restaurant chain Sonic's allegedly, um, started printing money and to pay its
Oh my
workers.
god.
Yeah. And so they started allegedly printing their own money, which inflated a lot of our taxes because they put a bunch of fake money into the economy.
Wait, is that even legal?
It's not legal.
Oh
So
my
if that's I don't know. I'm gonna look like I need to look this up if it's true. Did Sonic print money? If this
It
is
does
true.
feel illegal.
Sonic
Holy shit.
inflation. Hold on, is this true? Did you know that the fast food company Sonic printed their own money to pay their employees? They did so much that it even affected the company. For info, search Sonic inflation.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, yeah. It sounds like counterfeit. Yep.
Yep.
We're talking about how Sonic apparently inflated the economy in 2003.
My
Well,
brother's growing veggies for the family, and we're selling some of the fruit we grew at shops. That's awesome.
that's
And like,
nice.
I was gonna also say that like my stepmom, no, not my stepmom, my stepfather and my mom, when they go to the summer house, they plant their own, what should we call, like tomatoes, like peppers, like stuff we basically eat during the breakfast, right? Because we have like a breakfast culture like that. Oh, you're yawning a lot. We should like take a
Yeah.
break too, by the
Yeah,
way.
well, yeah. I was gonna say like we've been going
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
about 2.5 hours, so
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be a
yeah.
good way to wind down the interview.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do that. And what was I gonna say? They were like also growing their own veggies. So like it's cheaper and it tastes more delicious. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, our family is kind of trying to do that, but I mean, yes and no. Oh
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
man,
yeah.
that's when I was born. The hell. Oh yeah, my brother was also born in 2003. I'm gonna have to tell him that
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna go tell him he's the reason why the inflation exists. I'm gonna go get. I'm just gonna go
Oh
bully
my
him.
God. Don't do
But yeah,
that.
this has been fun though. I had a blast interviewing you, and I
Yeah,
hope you
me
had
too. Me
fun.
too. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really, really happy. And like to again for the final time for self-advertisement, if you want to see
Yep.
more of what I'm doing, you can go to down on this video's description. You're gonna see my card. You can find me on Twitch, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Discord, you can find me everywhere. If you wanna talk to me, give me a call. Not give me a call, DM me and I'll talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh
again,
man.
thank you so so much for having me. It's been an
Oh, well, thank you
amazing
for joining
interview
me.
and just like a talk session basically. So I'm like really really happy about that. So thank you again so much.
Yes, and I'll make sure I also let my podcast mates know that you'll be our guest in the
Awesome.
future as well.
Awesome. Do let me know.
All right, will do. But this has been fun. Thank you everyone so much for watching as
Thank you so
well.
much everyone. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at my special event on Twitch. You know, twitch.tv/active_genesis. I will be hosting a big event where up to at a maximum of 8 people are going to be competing in Minecraft to complete various objectives. And the person who wins
Awesome.
will be getting 10 gifted subs, with the price increasing
Ooh.
as I get bigger on Twitch. As I get bigger on as a content creator, I will increase the prize pool. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very
Awesome.
excited. But yeah, and also Chalk, don't worry, you can always go back and rewatch the whole interview. This
Yeah,
VOD will
yeah, yeah,
always
yeah, yeah. You
exist
do
because
that,
it's
please.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
please do that.
thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Rin,
everyone.
again for joining me,
Thank you.
yeah, we'll see you hopefully next time.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.